Alright, what's up, guys? We're ready for another game of Dota 2. A few games, hopefully. I don't imagine I could have a game that would last long enough to take about 3 hours. I don't think there has been games that have been that long. Pushing on 2, but that's really, really dramatic. So I'm going to start searching now, just making sure all my settings are proper. We'll get into a good spot. I know you guys don't want to deal with any of my nonsense sound issues. So it looks like my tokens should be reset by this point. However, they have not. I don't know why, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Maybe if I get a couple wins, well, a win, we can actually open a, do a little Rylai's Battle Blessing. You guys can see what I get, which is pretty exciting. I mean, certainly not the end of the world exciting, but it's better than nothing. Alright, looks like my sound is fantastic. I'm pretty excited about that. Alright, so everything's appropriate. So, over the time I have not been on stream, I played a lot of unranked games. These ones are bot games, but I played some unranked games, and oh my, did they go awful. Terrible. Some of them I even did well. Like, I'm not going to get into the stats with you because it's not really important, but like I had an 18-7, 27 game, and we lost. Had more kills on my team. We lost. Oh man, like, there was so much suffering. Oh, there are my tokens. Fantastic. That was a bad time. That sucks. That was not a good time I had, but, you know, it's cool, because I got it out of my system. It's been a little while. It's been a day or so since I played. Now I have it ready inside me that I can get a good game out of myself, I hope. That would really not be having a good time if I lost all over again. Especially considering last time went really poorly. Now I have it. Trying to make sure my sound settings are appropriate. It feels like it's a little quiet, maybe. I think it's good, actually. I think it's good where it's at. Fantastic. I actually just got a message from one of my friends right before I started streaming, and I felt bad I couldn't get into it with him. He told me that he was playing a game where an AM on his team went Ags first and then Vlad's. So, you know, I play AM sometimes. You guys have seen me play a few times. I can explain to you how wrong that is. So, Aghanims. The actual item, just for relevance, is 4,200 gold. You know, so that's not too bad if it was good. The problem is 4,200 gold to get 10 to each stat and 200-ish. 175 to health and mana is not very good. Plus, you have to add in the fact that the ability, you know, reflecting one spell, is a really minimal early game. It's late game when you're being locked down that really matters. And it just makes me so sad that there was somebody who actually did that. It's unfortunate. Okay, so we have a couple picks already, so it looks like I'm probably going to be in the safe lane. I might want to pick somebody who's a little bit safer, like not maybe solo, but can do a little better if we get some roaming, because it looks like our we have a jungler. Then that might end up affecting me if my support goes off to help somebody else. So AM's decent for that. I'm not sure. Look into somebody such as that. Any team will have to pick first, so maybe I can have some sort of reaction to that. Certainly hope so, anyway. Alright, Shadow Fiend. I'm already against Shadow Fiend's not fantastic. A Bat Rider into the off lane. Well, if the Bat Rider's in the off lane, that could be a problem for me. I don't know how I feel about that. So, nobody who can be jumped on. Anti-Mage doesn't care too much about Templar Assassin. That's fine. A Drow Ranger is not helpful. For me, I'd have to switch heroes. A Medusa might be a little bit better if they pick Drow. Well, Medusa's really scary to be alone in lane. I really don't like that. It's a very uncomfortable situation to be in. Is there any better? Let's see if there's something better I can choose. It's ranged, is a carry, and can suit us better. Probably somewhere. I could pick the Medusa.
5 seconds. Hurry, hurry.
I'll have to pick because I don't want to lose money. Alright, so Medusa here is good for a couple reasons. Shadow Fiend is squishy. He can't afford to get near me. He could die just for my split shots alone. That's a strong part. Templar Assassin, similar. Plus I have a lot of hits fast. You know, I'm a fast hitting hero, so, you know. PA kind of rough, but the good thing is I can ult to stop her. at least for a little while, which will help my team out. It'll help if we have a Drow, because I'll get more damage, and she'll be able to unload. We don't really need stuns, but... Alright, well, unfortunately, I can't mute these guys until... Can I mute them now? No, I don't think I can. Until after the game has, you know, begun, basically, but... What I can do for you guys is just wait till the picks are done, because it's really no benefit for you guys to see this ridiculous conversation. It's not doing anybody any good. I wish I could actually, like, I wish I had, like, a big item here so I could hold it over, but that's not really helpful. It helps. It's better than nothing. I remember that I had to buy this. I had to buy this just so I could get this set, but it was a lot cheaper when I did it. Oh, now I get the set separately. Fantastic. This set's nasty. I love it. I like the CM, but our carry game is a little scary. I don't care what she picks. Pick something. Jeez, doesn't matter what you pick. Went back to Nature's Prophet. Okay, at least we have better late game. Whew. I hate to be this guy, but I'm gonna have to mute my entire team just because of silly little things like this. It's just not worth my time. And I hate to mute my team unless they're being toxic, because I enjoy it. Because I want to hear what they have to say, call-outs and stuff. But it looks like this is the way it's gonna be, and it's actually very depressing. I think I have to... I'm not gonna bet.
I mean, for someone who doesn't fucking care. I mean...
Alright, unfortunately, I have to mute every single one of them. I'm so sad about it, too. So sad. But that's life. So, first option is almost always Mystic Snake. I guess we're playing this ranked game solo, which is nice. Except not really, of course. Boots first. Mystic Snake's very strong. You guys seen me play Medusa before and get some crazy kills with Mystic Snake. You have to remember, as it jumps, the damage increases by 35%. That's a lot. So, I don't know if you know percentages, but, you know, 80 is not a lot, so I'm not going to calculate an 80, but I'm going to calculate on 200 just because, you know, it's easier to really show the difference. 10% of 200 is 20. So that means 20, 40, 60, plus 10 for the 5%. It's 70 extra damage, right? Yeah, about 70 extra damage. Just on the second hit. So it's 200, 270. Now it's 35% of 270, which means it's not only just 70, it's a little bit more than 70, because 35% of the 70 as well. Which I'm not going to get into that math, but then you end up adding in another, you know, like 20 something, so then, you know, you're talking about, you know, 310, and it starts getting diminishing at that point, like how much extra you're adding on. But it matters. It really does. It gets pretty ridiculous just by adding just the smaller amounts. And since it can bounce so many times at higher levels, you can do so much damage to a single target if you just make sure they're the last bounce. Alright, so I have a PA in my lane. I'm assuming she's solo because she doesn't need a support in an offlane, really. What's the offlane support really going to do for her? She does have a stout shield. I'm going to right-click her before she gets the 4-mans. Unfortunately, since I'm solo Medusa, which is ridiculous, you don't do this. This doesn't happen and shouldn't happen. So you gotta bait them out. Make it look like I was about to... Right click it and then stop. Cancel your animation. As long as I'm getting these last hits, it doesn't matter what PA does. His PA is wasting tango just like me. She does have a salve. Fortunately, my jumps from this isn't very high right now. It's only 3 jumps. Alright. So, fortunately for me, I've pushed the PA into a spot the PA doesn't want to be in. PA is going to take Blur at some point to stop this harass, but it's not a fix. Just a temporary help. Getting ganked is really going to be my #1 concern here. Not so good. They evened the odds, basically. Definitely not happy about that. That's what I wanted. A good jump, just made her waste her clarity. I ain't out of salve. So she's gonna be at full health, but the salve's gone. Taking that healing away is all that matters right now. Yeah, I don't know why that happened, but that's okay. Down to 2 tangos, so am I. I'm actually gonna eat one now, just for safety. Now, I'm at no tangos, but I have almost full health. PA has some tangos, but is very low. And now I'm going to be much less easily harassed because now I have some armor to go with that. Just going to back up, get my Ring of Aquila, turn it off, work on phase boots. So now I'm much more formidable. I have some mana regen. I have a lot more right-clicking power, both for last hitting and for harassing. There's the Blur. And then I'm going to force her to use a Sanctuary. She's going to come back full health, so I'm going to back up, play it safe. I'm almost sure that's what she's doing. He'll be going back to base. Nope, Sanctuary. All the last hits that way, basically. And put PA right back down. PA did, however, go Headdress. Looks like she's going Vlad's first. That is a small problem. It's going to be hard for me to contest a Vlad's. As soon as she gets it, I really can't push her out of lane very easily because she can kind of jump on me and do what she wants. Just trying to harass her when I can, though. So it's going to be hard to really get anything done, which is very sad for me, but I'll make it work. Almost at level 6. PA still hasn't used his angles, which surprises me a little bit. I'm gonna get some TPs actually, because that would help me get out of a sticky situation easier. As soon as I get my phase boots, I'll be in a much better spot to last hit, to escape, to fight if it comes up. PA staying close to the creep wave is the wrong decision, by the way. She really needs to realize that she needs to get ready to back up whenever I'm going to cast. That's the expectation. That's a worthwhile trade. Sorry, well played. I didn't even say all my way. I can't see a thing they're saying, and I don't care. I'm just going to assume that they're all quiet people, and that they would never say anything. So every time PA shows in lane, I'm going to punish her. And now I have Snake level 4, which means it has the extra jumps, more mana steal, all that good stuff. Get rid of the extra jumps, I can just fire it. Almost got a kill there. I should have actually been a little more aggressive, been ready to move in. But either way, PA is gone now. This is what happens if Medusa's allowed to get levels and not get ganked. This is why you gank Medusas, so that they don't get enough money to do that. Now I'm going to pressure their tower. I'm going to try to make them respond to it. Something like that anyway. So given what they have, I don't think that a Lincoln's is really the way to go. Nice. Thankfully, I'm really absorbing most of this damage with my shield. That's why I have it up. I can't afford to take it. I don't have a lot of health. I don't have a lot of regen. I'd love to go back to base, but I'm trying to be a little bit greedy here. Yet again, PA is gone, not coming back for a little while. I am regenerating some bit whenever I'm not getting daggered though, so at least there's something happening that's helping me. A Medusa able to push tower solo is really embarrassing. Nice that Nigger's Prophet was able to do that. Help us push a little bit. I'm gaining my health back very slowly. Gaining levels, everything that's good in life. TA is bottom with me. I have a level on TA. However, TA's refraction makes it much harder for me to push TA out. This is the major problem with this matchup. Yep, as expected. However, I'm still getting levels, on a positive note. TA pushed the wave in a little bit, so now I can sit under tower and just do what I was doing before. And TA will have to waste mana every time. And it still steals mana. I'm actually going to be safe here. I'm going to CP. It's not worth me risking my life. It's very silly for me to risk my life right now, considering how far ahead I am in farm. I don't know that factually, mind you. Like, of course, I don't know like where everybody stands on farm on the other team, but I am farming ridiculously well. I almost have a Dragon Lance at 10 minutes. I have phase boots. I have my Ring of Aquila. This is not something that you expect at this point in the game. My tower is almost pushed down, which isn't farm, but it is relevant. So basically, I'm just going to move around. TA is going to be a hard kill here. We don't have dust, which we do not. Nice. That's exactly what I want them to get done. Got a kill on the TA. Really strengthens our position here. I'm gonna go ahead and do the damage. Give myself better last hitting, better fighting. Not gonna bother wasting a snake here. It's not worth it. Whoever's TPing in is not very bright. I played that a little bit passively, which I probably shouldn't have, but I had to do what I had to do for my own safety. People can't really blame you too much for it. So at this point, I'm thinking that probably a Maelstrom is the way to go. It does magical damage, which is going to help me a lot. Also, the procs are going to help get rid of the refraction, which is something that I really do want. I'm glad I got the Shadow Fiend. That was a big hit to them. I got 2 kills. So I'm actually, compared to where they're at, to my understanding, I'm spiraling out of control. Their PA was not farming, so PA should have nothing. Yep, PA still has not finished that Vlad's. Which is a big deal for us. PA doesn't even have the ability to farm like jungle for a long time at this point. Remember, I always buy little items first, so I bought the Gloves of Haste, you know, before I saved up for anything else. And the reason why in this case is because it's going to help me farm significantly. I'm now attacking much faster, which is really a bigger deal than you might think. I think that's worth it. Longer duration is really what we need right now. I could try to contest this. I will if we get a... Wasn't quite what I hoped, but we did get a Shadow Fiend. That's definitely worth it. So I took some damage I'm not so happy about, but it's okay. I will recover. My sustain's very poor right now. After my Maelstrom, I'm going to have to buy something that helps me sustain better. This PA, I was waiting to see how aggressive PA was feeling. Not too much, I guess. We have their middle tower? Oh, nice. Definitely good. So we have all 3 of the tier 1s. They have 1 of our tier 1s. That's a very strong position. We are very much ahead in gold. I don't know why I didn't change my challenge, by the way. That was very silly. Because I'm not going to be getting any kills with Link Dagger, I'll tell you that. I didn't bet either, actually, so I won't be getting anything unless I get tipped. So to farm, realistically I have to go to this. I'm just going to casually tell them we need some wards. I know that we have some wards, but the problem is we need wards somewhere else. Alright, that's my cue. That's what I wanted to see. Fortunately, thanks to my team knowing what they're doing, we got them close enough to get this snake to bounce, and that's huge. So now I'm leveling quite well. Not really worried about what's going on right now. Just gonna keep farming, being Medusa. Because this is how you win games as Medusa. You don't ignore your team, but you farm. And you farm, and you farm, until your farming is very, very fast. To this point, I'm thinking that a sustainability item is going to be hard to really get. I don't know what I'm going to get for sustain. Lincoln's is usually what you get. I don't really think that a Lincoln's is the way to go here, because I'm not really blocking much. So I'm thinking I could jump straight into a real item, or I could finish my... I think a Hurricane Pike is the wrong move too, because it gets stopped by Disruptor very easily. So I'm thinking maybe instead I want to go straight into something good, like a Scotty or something, and make my advantage count. Because right now I'm ahead enough that I'm about to start farming fast, and they can't stop me. Not really. I'm pretty strong. And because of that, I want to make the most out of it. Make the most out of my strength. Make them pay for letting me farm by getting a real item that's going to matter significantly. Alright, that's gonna be that. You don't have any stuns on them. You gotta know how to play your matchup correctly. I knew I was in a bad position. They caught me in a bad position thanks to Disruptor, which I suppose would be a good reason to buy Lincoln's. You know, I'm going to get it anyway. I wasn't going to get it originally, but I can see the benefit in not being called back. It's worth it to me. They can break it with stuff, but if they break it with stuff, at least they're wasting a lot of their spells. His Prophet doesn't really have much of an option here. Yep, as long as they have vision, he's dead. They're catching up in a way that they really shouldn't. They shouldn't be. We should be playing this pretty... Who's that? I don't have any ability to TP or anything. I'd love to help, but my low health really makes it not possible. It was, unfortunate that Lena died. I am glad that we got the TA. Sad that I couldn't be there for it, but I did what I could, realistically. I didn't have a lot of tools to work with to kill a TA. So, Anti-Mage is the only one who's really going to be farming on their team. He does have a Battle Fury, which is a little scary to me, and a Headdress. I think I'm a little bit better off than he is. Fortunately, our Nature's Prophet is trying to get rid of him. It looks like Bat Rider's trying to farm that, and not a big fan of that. But he can do what he wants, I suppose. I don't strictly need it. I just need some space to farm something. I do have to get that VV, though. Now I'll be able to kill these ancients real quick. Alright, this is big. We have to push now. I could go around with them if that's what they really want. Took their ancients from them. They're about to respawn, but not much I can do there. That's fine. I don't mind. No biggie. trying to get what I can. I just got my Perseverance completed. This is a big deal. Now I have the mana regen, so now I can actually sustain myself out in fights and things. It's easier for me to move around the map and do things. Alright, you have somebody TPing with Nature's Prophet, so that's good. Very sad that I can't do much about that. I want the attack speed, because I'll end up building evasion, I think. I'm relatively high level considering my team. I think I have decent money. I'm sure I've kind of fallen off a little bit because they've been fighting a little more than me, but I still think I have a reasonable amount of money considering where we are in the game. I'm just going to hit the tower. I do a good amount of damage. I'm attacking for almost 200 a shot. Pretty fast, too, thanks to the attack speed buff. So I'm just going to make sure they have to... We're going to take it, basically. They're not even going to have an option. It's not an option, take it or something. It's just they don't get to have it. And that's that. Just gonna make sure that they're not able to do anything they want to do. We're pressuring them heavily right now. We're getting kills, we're damaging their tower. They can't do anything. That's the way I want it. Here comes my mana. We just left Lena, which is funny. Alright, only need the recipe left for Lincoln Sphere, which is quite expensive, but, you know, that's okay. That's money that I can earn rather easily. My increased attack speed that I got back when I hit level 15 is definitely paying off for its farming too. Makes it a lot easier to kill these creeps. Ancients especially. I should probably grab the Ultimate Orb first. Considering it'll help me farm faster, but it's not a huge deal. Alright, since my team's over there, and I feel pretty safe about where I'm standing right now, I'm gonna go ahead and just farm this. And then back up, because there's no reason to, you know, to go further than that. Now I'm in a good spot. I'm going to stop this Anti-Mage from pushing in our tower because I don't feel like letting him do that. He has not gotten like any farm since that moment I first looked at him. I completely rebuffed him. I did so much damage to him so quickly. I got the Anti-Mage because he is too aggressive. Back to farming. Start with that bounty rune. Killing the Anti-Mage solo is definitely a testament to where we are right now. Oh, what's up, Katie? Katie, you're back. I'm so pleased. How you been? This game is going much better than the last game you saw me play before. I'm actually carrying. Just need a little bit more money because I want to get that ultimate orb. Just the extra ultimate orb just gives me the survivability that would make me happy. Hello, anti-mage. Oh, I forgot we could take the shrine. Yeah, let's do that. That's free money, and that's a finish of my ultimate orb, too. This will significantly reduce their map presence. Apparently, where I got the other one, I didn't even notice. Pia just tried to throw a dagger at me, so good thing he was... Okay. Well, that's fine. No biggie. Done with all your assignments? I'm assuming that means you're in school, then. I feel like that's a fair guess. Unless you mean something different by assignments. It's nice to be able to relax at the end of the day by watching me destroy this team. Get that slow in. Ooh, Disruptor. He's able to get away from me because of that Force Staff. Oh, so painful. Alright, just like the beginning of the game. Repeat. Alright, while they're going to be fighting, I just pushed in their waves. They're going to be in a bad spot. Who's left? Shadow Fiend's dead. That's already, yeah, that's done. Well, nothing I can do besides right click, but I will right click. You're doing your masters. Oh, nice. I am jealous. I have a bachelor's, and I want to get my master's, but it is so much work to go back to school. Good for you. You do what I can't. What's your degree field? I'm hoping something exciting. I hate that. I hate one split shot target. That's silly, so I guess I'll get the 600 mana. Oh, he's orchid. He's dead. These guys are so salty. I guess I'll just kill Shadow Fiends. As if he can do anything to me. Get that ult on. I'm missing all my attacks on PA, but that's okay. I'm probably dead here. I'm going to switch my TP. Not with Lincoln's. That was stupid. I'm dead no matter what now. That's okay. Computer and Information Sciences. That sounds impressive. I'm not very familiar with the field, but I'm imagining there's a lot you can do with that. So, definitely better than my degree, which is useless. It is psychology. And unless you get a master's or above, you can't do anything. I'm so sad they killed me. I didn't have any deaths this game. It's okay, I got money. We got a set and a half of racks, right? Yeah. I should have just hit the racks a few more times. I should have died for it. It would have been worth it. They are actually in a good position now, since we were dying, but I don't think it's going to matter. Alright, send me my stuff back. I don't have a lot of space for it, but I'm just going to end up selling my ring, I suppose. Alright, let's get that ultimate orb in my inventory where I want it. Delicious. Networks? Alright, that's cool. Now I can picture what you actually do. Sounds like fun. I don't think I could do it personally, because programming is just... It's a lot of work. There's a lot into it. I've seen other people talk about programming before, and I'm sure that if I went and got a master's in it, I'd probably know a lot more, but it just sounds like such a hassle. That's why I like psychology. It's a science, so I'm not gonna say it's not a science, but it's so interpretive. You know, it's not as if there's one hard, correct answer all the time. Like, you know, in programming, if you make a mistake, then things just don't work. In psychology, yeah, you wing it. I like winging it. That's my style. Just like in Dota, I wing it. I really need to get here because it looks like... Oh, that's so sad. P is gonna live? What? Ah. That's okay. I don't blame my team or anything. Alright, I almost have my Scotty. Once I have Scotty, I'll be much more able to take their team solo. Probably not entirely solo, but solo. Alrighty. So, because of this farm to get over there, I will travel over. Shadow Fiend does have a Shadow Blade. He is poor. I'm realizing at this point how rich I am comparatively, for real now. I have so much money compared to the enemy team. Well, even if they buy MKBs, I still think Butterfly is the correct option here. Now that I have the Eye of Scotty, I do a lot of damage. The slow means I can chase people much better. Uh-oh, I don't want to block. I don't want to block. Nice. Alright, I know Anti-Mage is behind me. I'm aware of this. I'm not going to be able to stop him by myself, probably anyway. I will try, though. Now that he's actually gotten to my tower. I can't kill him. I'm aware that I can't kill him, and that's okay. Because now at least he knows to fear me. Put the fear in him. Alright, marching up mid. Because if they're busy with my team, they can't stop me from just pushing in. Granted, there's no racks on this side, but it's better than nothing. If there's an enemy inside the base, it lowers backdoor protection, for anybody who doesn't know. And lowering their backdoor protection will allow me to just kill... Oh, no! So sad. Saw that courier. They saw me at the last minute. Able to save themselves. I can see this Anti-Mage wants a piece of me again. I don't really want to try to fight him solo. It's kind of a waste of my time, to be honest. I'll buy my Talisman of Evasion to make myself a little bit safer. So, I'm about to take this bottom racks while they're distracted. There is nothing they can do to stop me, I don't think. The Rax has regained some health, but since they're very distracted fighting, I'm just going to take it anyway. I'm going to swap that out because I'm going to need to TP out if things get really bad. Yep. Definitely worth. I will send myself that quarterstaff so I don't have to hit the shop again. Just little things like that are convenient. Abusing the courier is the benefit of the hard carry. I need to hit like level 25 though, because at level 25 I can get lifesteal, which is something you usually don't build on Medusa because she just doesn't have the space. She already has so much survivability, but 25% lifesteal just from a talent is pretty nice. 1 second stone stun is cool too, but I don't think that's what I need here. Alright, I can't kill Anti-Mage yet again. Shadow Fiend is coming, so I'm just going to go ahead and move. I know he's coming. I'm aware he's trying to get on top of me, and I'm not going to let that happen. That's why you have to watch the map. I saw the Shadow Fiend moving. I know he's trying to kill me, and I'm just gonna leave. Simple stuff. I love how fast you can farm as a Medusa. It's so delicious. It's like farming as an anti-mage. The butterfly soon. 2,000 gold is not a slow. That's not a lot of money for a Medusa. Just checking. Did we take Aegis? I didn't know that. They did. They did. Their TA has Aegis. I didn't know. Yeah, it's so ridiculous. I start attacking a camp and then you know you get stolen like that and it's great, except not really. I don't know why this Luna has a problem with me. I'm farming. I can't hear her though. You missed this at the beginning of the game, Katie, but they were all muted. They were all talking about weird stuff that's really not appropriate for streaming and putting on YouTube and stuff. It wasn't like at me, but so I just muted them all, just get it out of the way. So I have no idea if they're complaining, if they're happy, if the farm was like, oh, I just need a little bit of farm. So I just have to assume it's something somewhat reasonable. I know I'm walking into the ult, but it does so little damage to me, I don't really care. I got slowed by a trap, that was really unfortunate. Alright, we're putting pressure on them now. We really don't need to go much farther with that. We can go top, get their X. Exactly, that's why I don't want to solo queue, but that is the series I've made, my solo adventure, so I accept it. It's not much. She's still like 2 camps, whatever. It's really not the end of the world. This is a problem. I just have to tank it. I'm not gonna live anyway. I set up Underlord for a kill, and that's actually worth it. Probably should have handled the ults first. Yeah, he's not gonna live. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. He still did a good job. We got quite a few kills out of that. We lost some of our cores, but we still have Lina, so Lina should hopefully be able to regenerate and do something. It's just probably a good idea to use that shrine real quick. Right now, since they don't have as many people, I mean, they're literally getting pushed in because Disruptor can't take the super creeps very well. Which means that no one's attended these super creeps, which means it's pushing in too, and it just helps a lot. Bat Rider's pulling shenanigans. I always love that. Having heroes who are pulling shenanigans and helping out. What's the level 25 talent tree? I either get Stone Gaze stun or 25 lifesteal, and I'm taking that lifesteal, absolutely. 100%, because if I had lifesteal that last fight, done. I'm doing way more damage than them. I just need to be able to lifesteal back. I'm pretty much done. I also need my butterfly, because that increases my evasion chance and my damage significantly. And right now, no MKB or even a start of an MKB. Yeah, it's good. For Medusa, that's awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Stone Gaze stun is nice. It's already 3 seconds when they get stoned. But most people don't get stoned from Medusa stun. Like, I would only take that if you had the team comp for it. So if you were built around, like, some jank, you know, Enigma, Magnus thing, where they would set you up so you'd get instant stone skins on the enemy team because they'd hold them in place long enough. Then I guess it would be nice to get a second stun on the entire team, but otherwise, lifesteal is just so good. And I'm level 24, I love that. Get those extra stats. I gotta end up near my team, though. They kind of need me. Kind of. Alright, TA has a BKB. That scares me. a lot, actually. It doesn't affect me so much because I pierce, but it really does affect our team's ability to do something. I came in time to make sure Shadow Fiend died. I didn't do so much towards the effort, but it helps. Make sure MP lives. Get that Scotty stack on. Disruptor's walking way too close. He is foolish. I know they have the shrine, but that doesn't really... We probably should back. I'm not really sure. Lina is low on mana, but we have NP, so we're probably fine. Slowing the TA is huge. And that would be my level 25, so the game is over. I don't even care about the Disruptor doing this, it doesn't even matter. Oh, nice. It's not even important. We're just taking the base, so I might as well send it. Let TA do the TA things. I'll fix that. Let me just adjust. How bad is it? Alright, let's do a little voice test here. Make sure everything is still fantastic. Maybe it's just that I was talking too quietly because I was getting comfortable. Definitely don't want that. Alright, let's do a little voice test here. Make sure. That's probably what it was. Is it sounding better, Katie? Maybe it's just that I was talking too quietly because I was getting comfortable. Definitely don't want that. Because I do have a tendency to get slightly quieter, just to the degree that my... Is it sounding better, Katie? Still running my echo. That's a mistake. I do have a tendency to have the problem where I get a little bit quieter as time progresses. It's probably not the best thing for me. So I gotta break that habit. So it should be fine. As soon as I get that confirmation. I'll just continue with my post-game breakdown real quick. So, the reasons we won. There's a lot. You can see how much money I have. It's not better? And let me test it again, I guess. It's not better? I mean, I could up the volume slightly, but to me it sounds fine. I don't know, it sounds fine to me. That does concern me though, because I had sound issues before, as everybody's heard repeatedly. So I mean, it certainly could be me, but when I have my own Twitch channel sound on, which you guys can obviously hear because of the echo, it sounds okay. It sounds like I can hear myself quite clearly. Yeah, I mean, it could be on your end. It could be my end. Just do a little investigating. I'll continue anyway. Just hoping it works. You can see the money I have is ridiculous compared to the rest of my team. Nature's Prophet was catching up because he was farming quite well. But I have a lot of money. So even though I wasn't in as many team fights as my team was, you know, my assists are lower, my kills are lower, I was setting up for the late game. I had myself set up that when the late game started, done deal. I did actually have a lot of damage. I had more than it looks like, considering that I wasn't in a lot of fights, just because I did a lot and I just didn't finish people off. Not as helpful damage. I would say a lot of it's, you know, useless damage, but I did help set up some kills. Let's see. Graphs. So we actually had a moment where we were doing pretty poorly near the end in experience, and that's probably because of the fact that we had a lot and we stopped gaining it as much. That doesn't really matter. The net worth is really the more important thing. We were ahead most of the game. I think that's largely because me. Yeah, I was ahead most of the game. Lena was ahead most of the game. You know, we just had a lot of money the whole game long with no issue. I mean, I had a Dragon Lance in my phase boots in my ring by 12 minutes. That's really fast. I got a Maelstrom pretty soon after that. My Lincoln's was slow, admittedly. It is an expensive item, but I was really hoping it would be faster. My Scotty was relatively quick considering, and I had a Butterfly right around here-ish. I just didn't buy it because it was the end of the game, but I did have the Butterfly. The real reason we won, quite simply, is because they allowed me to farm all game. They didn't ward and come gank me. They left me alone. Like twice I encountered somebody in the jungle, and it really wasn't a committed gank. It was like one person. That's a problem. You can't let a Medusa farm. That's how you lose a game. Like, quite simply, it's just how you lose. Oh, jeez. Trying to type and I'm apparently incompetent. I don't know why. I just have some innate problem with typing. You guys can hear my keyboard's clack so loud too. Trying to type and I'm apparently. Yeah, it sounds fine to me. I'm sure Katie will, you know, get back to me at some point. They let me farm. They let me farm a lot. I had 262 last hits. Why? I don't know. I farmed a couple less hits better than the anti-mage. And the bigger problem is I was left alone in lane. You can't do that. I got so much experience and so much gold from ruining PA. PA does not have a good matchup against Medusa. First few levels, it's good because Medusa doesn't have much to hit PA with, and PA has can get Blur level 1 or something. But as soon as you get near to level 6, level 7, PA can do anything. I just have to wait till PA jumps and throw a snake. And PA never jumped, but I could have done that. And instead, I can just snake from a distance. PA can't stay in that lane. PA needed a support, or PA needed roams from the mid, and that didn't happen. The game just, it was lost on the backs of the teammates who didn't help PA. They all blamed PA. I want you all to know, because I hear this all the time. The reason that game went like that was not PA. It was whoever decided that PA would be in that lane alone with no help ever. Allowing a PA to be in that lane solo is the reason that they lost the lane to me, and one of the reasons they lost the game. My team also did very well, of course. My Lena was very aggressive in a good way, as you saw by the number of kills. Lena had a bunch of kills. She was going around. She was helping. She didn't die too much. She was doing a lot. Batrider was helping catch people, even though he did die quite a bit. He was jumping in there and getting kills for Lena. Underlord was helping the team TP around. Nature's Prophet was showing up to push. We did have a good team comp, where we did what we needed to do. But it's important to note that even if this wasn't going as well, like it was more even, I had more farm than anybody on their team. If this game went on another 10 minutes, I would have had a Butterfly, and I might have even gotten a Divine Rapier or something, maybe. And they wouldn't have been able to stop me. What are they going to do? You know, Anti-Mage didn't have nearly as much money. He's not going to have his Abyssal. He's not going to have a Butterfly, Scotty, whatever he's going to buy, you know. At the end of the game, he had... Oops. At the end of the game, the Anti-Mage... I'll check in a second, I guess, because it just went away on me. Which is unfortunate. Banning phase, ban Legion Commander, and then I'll go back to Anti-Mage real quick. The Anti-Mage. The end of the game, the Anti-Mage had a Battle Fury, a Manta, a Linken's, and a Basher. The Linken's does nothing versus me, so that's just useless in a solo fight. The Battle Fury is mostly for farming. It's not doing a lot in a solo fight. Manta helps, because he drains my mana, so that's nice. And Basher helps, but, like, it's not... I don't think he was anywhere close to an Abyssal. And I already had bunches of items, you know? That's just what happens, you know? Oh, Legion was successfully banned. I love that. So it looks like we already have picks across the board. It looks like I actually might have to support this game, which is okay. If I'm going to support, I'm going to have to play an aggressive support because it looks like my team is picking more aggressive heroes. I'm going to need to be able to get there and stun and stuff. So I'm thinking that a Lion is probably a better pick. I probably don't want to pick a Lion if they have anti-fun, just because the damage from my ult isn't super helpful. But I don't know who would really be better. Maybe an Ogre? Not really. I'll just lock a Lion. That's fine. It's not a bad first pick anyway. So I don't mind buying basically everything. I'm cool with that. If somebody else comes up and wants to buy one of the wards, that's fine too, but I'm okay with that. I'm going to end up getting the Tranquil Boots. Thus, I'm buying the Ring of Protection to make sure that I can get them solely out of the side shop. I don't want to have to send a courier for myself. Send myself a stack of Tangos. Have myself a stack of Tangos, a Clarity. Just, I know he has Mana Drain, but no, you know what? Screw that. I don't need a Clarity. I'm actually going to get a Fairy Fire. Extra healing, and it's going to give me the ability to harass better. Better harass. Even though it's 2. 2 does add up. Because most of it goes through, depending on their armor levels. You're either doing 1 or 2 extra damage every hit. That adds up. I mean, you're going to end up doing 10 or 15 more damage, and that matters, you know, in the long run. It's kind of important. It's not huge, but it matters every hit. I certainly think it's something that makes a difference in the long run. Plus, the extra burst healing of 75, I mean, that matters too. Basically, if I right-click enough, I can do a whole Fairy Fire of damage to them and then get the heal for myself. That kind of thing. Plus, the denies, if the difference between a deny and not a deny is often very slim, so it might help me deny the Juggernaut farm, because I'm assuming the Jug is going to be their offlaner. Ah, man. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. And I'm okay with this because I'm going to get a Blink Dagger's line because I like Blink Daggers, so. 1 ult, 3 of the carries die. I don't know if they die. That might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but it's definitely good because if Jug ults and he Astral Imprisons, he's just set. I'm hoping it works better for you, Katie, now. I hope you can actually hear me properly. Because when I listen to my own Twitch, it sounds fine. I hear my voice. I'm loud and clear. I'm obnoxious, of course. But it's not tearing or anything like that. It doesn't sound too quiet, either. And, you know, I'm just crazy, and my Twitch is the only one that sounds good. But I just find that to be, like, a stranger occurrence. Like, what would be the chances that my Twitch would sound good versus would sound bad if there was a problem? I know it's a complicated way to word that, but I know what I mean. Predict. I'll keep my... it's good now? Awesome. Love it. You didn't miss much while you were reconnecting. I just talked about the reason that I won was because they let me farm. They let me sit in lane the whole game against a solo PA, which was a mistake. That's all. That's basically what it comes down to. Games are won and lost on silly things like that. Oh, I should probably give this word to somebody. Control. There we go. Coming back, Luna.
Well, wait for Lion. Don't show until he gets here.
Okay, I guess they want to do a Rune Steal, and I don't disagree with that. No matter what, that means that Earthspike's the thing to take. It's a line stun, it does damage, which is what you need for that early kill. They have a Pudge, I'm not worried about that at all.
Kick their fucking asses. Do it.
OD, why didn't you ask for somebody?
It's a short range. Range is crap for OD.
They obviously have fucking hordes here.
Gotta defend my friend OD. I know nothing about him, but I have to defend him anyway.
I fucked up the block.
Oh shit, there's someone here. Blue's here. AM's here.
What? He's trying to jack it.
Coming, friend. Always say nice things to
Looks
people,
like a
even if
solo
you're
jack.
somewhat silly about it, like calling people friend.
Kick this boy's
It just
ass.
gives this nice, you know, environment. I might need to lower my my compatriots volume though.
Doom, what are you doing? Why aren't you coming down here?
Since I have Ring of Protection, I do not mind trading with this Jug.
How do you follow me so perfectly?
When I die or something, I'll probably lower the volume of my team's
Sludge is down
speak.
here. I don't know where though.
It's not obnoxious, it's just not cool, you know? I'll get over there and harass Jug, but it's kind of hard. I don't want to take all these right clicks, but I do have armor. Like a decent amount, so it's actually not so bad. I'm basically just going to make his life the worst thing ever. Luna wasn't going to get that. That's the only reason I took that, just so we're clear. Supports, please don't take your carries farm.
And bro, you're playing too passive. Either force this dude to suck his own dick, or go fuller somehow. No. Don't tank that.
I'm going to walk around the back and really put the pressure on him now that I have Mana Drain.
I'll force him to suck his own dick.
I kind of want to use Shrine.
Just steal all of his mana, make him wish he was not born. He does have boots, so he will get the whole duration off on me if things go that way. I'll need to get boots real fast for that reason.
This little bitch.
It's going to be very dangerous.
Little bitch, that's all he is.
All he has is a Fairy Fire. And him only having a Fairy Fire is huge for us. I need to get boots so I can actually, like, do things to him. It's a big deal to just get the harass and the Jug.
Alright, I'm leaving this fucking lane. This Doom just backs randomly. Like, it's ridiculous.
Oh, that was unfortunate. I just wasted mana.
It's the full time.
I might not make the pull one time, but I'll give it a shot.
Like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, it would have been an easy fucking kill if you just went forward.
Oh, yes! Successful pull. Get myself a little bit of experience here. Crap. I unfortunately did not get the,
That was the wrong time to pull, dude.
Is he hurt? He literally said it's the full time to me, but I don't care. It's fine. I'm certainly not broken up about it.
Good job, good. Game's in the bag. Fuck, don't die, Lion. Don't kick his ass.
Well
Very
played. I actually probably should go back to base. You buy Flying Courier Silencer. And I'm going to go ahead and adjust the sound volume real quick.
Yeah, let me get 100 gold.
You're not.
Voice down to 60. See how that sounds. Because you guys don't really need to hear them too bad. I'm going to buy another ward. Be a nice guy. So I'm a good guy. I'm actually going to... I'll keep it. So now that I'm level 4, I'm in a good spot. I feel like we have hope in this game. I think we're going to win, Katie. We already got 2 kills. This Juggernaut's being a little baby.
Yeah.
By Windlace? Huh. Yeah, you're right.
Almost like you dealt a 200 damage nuke to him by killing that. But that way.
Fact, my friend. Fact. Yeah, we had Windlace. I'm with that. I feel that. Because I really need to get like next to this Jug all the time. I did just pull the creeps on accident. This is the line I can stand to. Get some goods and eyes in here.
Jug's mid. Never mind, I misspoke. He is here.
Alive and well is this Juggernaut. Unfortunately. I was gonna zone him. I'm gonna stand right outside the zone he can be an experience. And he can't do crap about it. Rather than Pudge. Probably should be real careful.
EP missing.
Kids, sometimes you just gotta get creative, I guess.
I need a ward, and I don't know where to put the ward right now.
Dude, eat one of these. What are you doing? Use your Q, man. Use your Q on a creep.
I think I might want to go to another lane as soon as I get my win lanes, because
That's fine. He's not gonna come out enough anyway.
helping the other team would probably be a big deal. Sorry that someone's loud in the background, by the way. They're completely inconsiderate of the fact that I'm down here. They know factually I'm recording, but that's cool.
Doubt it's gonna be useful anytime soon.
Need some help.
I'm gonna go ahead and roam in on somebody. Probably gonna be more helpful than.
Well, he's just blocking. Yeah, anyway, no, it's good.
Juggernaut's missing. The second deck under tower. No.
I'm gonna go to a different lane. I can't. I'm not getting shit from this doom.
Alright, so it looks like Troll shut up anyway.
Juggernaut is in our jungle.
The Tower Hill? Yeah, I consider placing the Tower Hill, but it's hard for me to get back there without him seeing me, obviously warding. You know what I mean? It's when you walk up like that, they know. They're like, why else would Lion walk that close to the hill and stare at it? So I want to wait until, you know, I can sneak in. But I will put one up there. I love this ward spot. It's amazing.
He's gonna ult me. Dude.
You ran away from me. Like, you knew he was gonna ult you.
Alright, we got a TP coming in. It's Anti-Mage. I can't kill him, but I can harass him. I can really make him sad that he lives.
Been alone in the first place.
Well, you weren't. I was there, but you fucking ran away from me instead of towards me.
These guys are already complaining at each other. It's lovely. Definitely what I wanted.
I was trying to get out of Blade Fury, dude. Just chill out.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the right here so I can place that ward. That's a problem.
Oh. Yeah, they're running.
I actually think I need to have a defensive ward here too to cover the entrance to our jungle. I can use both in conjunction. And you're right, I probably should have a smoke too. I usually don't play support, so like I don't often have like smokes and stuff, but they are a good item.
Sorry, that was a misclick, my bad. Yeah.
I don't have a TP up right now.
Short tower.
Nice.
Well, I got fucking 4 hits from that.
That's huge.
Shit.
Inland tower.
I'm pretty fast, but I'm not that fast. Well, Luna survived so far, so that's actually worth it.
Like really dangerous up here right now. Fucking jungle butt. God.
Oops.
Help. Fuck this, I'm out of here.
I want to get there, and I don't have ult, so like I can't do as much as I might hope, you know? Kind of that awkward moment where like I want to help, but in the same token, I can't. Not really. Juggernaut's healing, I gotta stop that.
It's too fast.
He is too fast. That's really unfortunate. I really need to have my ult. Because I can get a lot of kills with it.
Good job getting that tower, I guess. Push the wave, don't. Oh.
We have to push when we have the opportunity. I understand why he doesn't want to push the wave because it's like a little scary because like Jug and stuff, but he has ult.
Don't die.
Alright, just make sure you can't cast the soul combo. That's my goal here. I am literally down 1 experience, which makes me pretty upset. Very upset. There we go. Crap.
So instead of saying through, Luna fucking runs away.
Oh crap.
This is ridiculous.
Cast! Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Luna's probably dead though. Need TPs here for our team. That was good juking, but it didn't work, obviously.
You should have backed up. I don't know why you stood there.
Because he was obviously gonna ult. If all three are together, his ult gets fucking split. Instead, you backed out and let us get fucking killed.
Alright, this Jug has 600 health. I do about 500 damage after
It's not a hard
reductions.
concept.
Shouldn't have 3 up here in the first place.
I'm muting you because you're just pissing me off. Just fucking-
You guys do whatever you're doing up here. I'm just gonna go bottom.
I can get this Jug if I can
Yeah,
just get close enough.
Let's leave a fed Jug up here. Good spell.
Yeah, I need to get. I'm gonna get Hex level 7 without Hex. It's very difficult. Made a mistake
Doom
by
would come
going
get
greedier with my
Jug.
my mana drain. And Doom being level 10 does give me some hope, though. Is that a oh crap! It on TPs. No, I'm the worst support ever.
You have hasters are just fucking fast with boots.
He's just fast.
Just did some damage real quick. Ult wasn't gonna kill him there, unfortunately. I really wish that it did, but I know it won't. I know the math. He's healing, so we get it back. Not a good time to be pushing it like this. Silence is being really risky. Good thing is the slow there. He didn't get me yet. I got him. Ults.
High on Roche right about now. Control should be looking to do it.
Nice. Hex.
Good job. Thanks, Doom.
While Doom's getting this kill, I'm gonna get all that mana. Oh, sweet mana. Alright, most important place to ward right now is probably bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and move bottom because I have to get a ward up on the river. It's a very generic ward, and it might get dewarded, but it's just the way to quickly do this while I'm doing other things. I'll be honest, I almost never buy Windlace. What a rare item, unless I'm directly buying like a Yule's, like right now. It's just not something that I normally think is it's not that it's not worth it, it's just like not the item that I think like that's what's gonna do it. But I know how good it is, because I mean 20 move speed really does add up. Even though I don't do a lot of damage, I'm getting the added from Luna, so it's worth me right-clicking too. Oh, I'm dead. If I can just get far enough away from anti-mage, I can smoke and get out of there. Give me that extra move speed. That's sweet 15% faster. Shrine's up in a little bit. Nobody else wants it? Well, I do. Well, I guess I don't need it. Screw it. Not by myself. It's not worth it.
There's a lot of fucking people here.
That's probably the DD. That's important to note. She does a lot of damage. That's not something people want to be going on.
Oh, Doom! That was so bad.
That was really a... You'd go for a Yules with a Jug and a Pudge? Yeah, I guess I get Yules first. It's cheaper too. It's more affordable for me. Quite obviously. I had to push this out. Alright, back to base with me.
Pushing bottom, someone go stop him. Farm right now.
Find another ward for our benefit.
Online.
Level 13, jeez. I'm such a low level comparatively. You think Blink then Yules? I could. I already bought the Void Stone, but there's no problem with that. No issue with buying the Void Stone first. I need to use my ult. I haven't had the opportunity. Pudge is mid. This is where I want to be. They did deward me, so I'm going to have to put my ward in a unique location. I thought he was going to chase me for sure. He did not. Probably for his benefit, because since my team was close by, probably would have died for it. I'll get some more mana drain, because I need to be able to... That was nice. Give me some good money. I'm not going to bother using the shrine because my tranquils are just kicking in. Getting a kill on Troll for our team was big, and I'm glad that our OD got it. He's going to get some good farm now, I'm hoping. Always nice. Level 10, what am I going to take? Personally, negative 25% respawn time is always good. I can die and come back. As much as I'd love to have more damage for farming and auto-attacking, it's not worth it. Let's get some mana. Alright, we should probably back out. I do want to get a ward up, but it's a little bit risky. The stone? No, there's no Void Stone Ether Lens. There is a That's what Ether Lens has. That's if I had the energy booster. I mean, I'll just use it for Yules later. I could use it for a Scythe later if that came up. It's a good item. I mean, it'll help me right now. I'm having a little bit of problems sustaining my mana in fights because of the fact that I don't get the chance to live long enough to use my mana drain, so it's not a bad thing.
Soul's Ocean. Oh, no, he's not.
No, he's going.
He's gone.
Jug is so
Don't
fast.
die, don't die. Prophet's pushing bottom.
Alright, negative 25-second respawn time. Always helpful. I'm going to back out since my team left. Not be one of those silly people who forgets. I have the smoke, but we don't really have a good opportunity to use it right now, and it's kind of upsetting.
Dude, are you just
I
following
don't
me
know.
around so I can't get any kind of farm?
I thought that was Luna saying it to me at first. I was like, what? This Pudge is not dead unless nobody responds.
Where are they?
Okay, he
Guess they're
died,
dead.
but Doom's dead too, so. I gotta get out of this as fast as I can. I'm dead. Doesn't matter what I do. Can I TP? Oh, nice. Oh, beautiful. That's not sarcasm either. That was honestly not okay. I have to check why Jug's that fast. I think he starts with 315 movement speed. He has phase boots. I know, right? I got so lucky. I got lucky that Jug got confused. He went back and forth between a few trees. I'll level up my Hex now. I'm so upset. That was awesome. That was so big for us.
Defend that top tower? I guess not.
So let them know I can't. I do not have that ability right now. We need to have some vision of their shrine, I think. I know that the wards are kind of close together, but it's worth it because we need to see them TPing in. We need to see them when they're moving between the jungle. Heck, I actually think that having vision over here wouldn't be terrible, but I'm not going to do it yet. I just need to get my my blink soon so I can actually move around and help people. So I'm going to get a defensive ward up, and a good defensive ward is this ward. It's not the best defensive ward, but it helps. I'm then going to put the same ward up on their side here, because it's just a good ward. Can I place it from over here? No, I have to go up. That's scary. Well, never mind. No warding for me right now. Get some mana back. For once, I'm actually getting some farm, even if it's the tiniest bit.
Drug went Battle Fury.
Of course he did. Okay, our team's clearly about to get into something middle. I want to be there. Want to be there for whatever it is. Oh, can you? Okay. Might have just been, I guess it was just closer for the pathing then. I can follow Doom, no biggie. Maybe wants to be like that. They dewarded, by the way.
We need to get back.
That was not so good, but at least I got his Aegis. Doom DC'd, oh geez. I think that was on purpose? I hope not. I really hope not. We need this Doom, otherwise we're going to be in serious hot water. Nice. I'm not afraid of Death Prophet if it's just her.
Nice.
I think the Earth Spike damage is better here. Need to place near the edge. Okay, noted. Got enough for my Blink Dagger. I'm happy. Got my level 15, so I get that extra Earth Spike damage. It's not a ton, but it helps. Especially since I just got the Blink. Alrighty. Let's do it.
Well, yeah, no shit. Why do you think I'm here right now?
So I don't know what I should do with this,
Oh,
smoke.
fucking shit. Jug's coming towards you.
I wish I had ult right now, because I would chase him. You think gold? Really? My personal opinion is that the amount of gold you get adds up to about, and I'm estimating because of how much it is, 1 gold per second. Which is something, sure. But 1 gold per second really is lackluster comparatively when you think that the extra Earth Spike damage, just as an example. Well played, team. It's minuscule when you consider that, like, one camp, for example, I clear, you know, faster, like twice as fast, because you know, I clear the smaller groups like significantly faster. If that's the case, then the comparative value of it goes down because I could just get it easier. I could get gold differently. It's just a too low gold amount, I think. That actually, we will get really good gold benefit long run. I understand that. I just think that right now, we need to get the game over with faster. Usually, people don't get the power to like push soon enough, and that's one of the reasons people lose. So I'm not saying that it's always a bad decision, but like right now, for example, I'm giving us extra power to be able to fight. Not a ton, but it definitely helps. Alright, we're all backing out, I guess, so... Get a ward up in there. Yeah, I can understand, though. There are definitely games where the late game is your concern. I'm just not too concerned because we have a pretty strong lineup. We have a Doom. That'll be nice. I'm way higher level than him. We have a Doom. We have a Luna. We have a Silencer who actually scales quite well. We have an OD. They have an AM and a Troll and a Jug, but like I still feel like we have a solid late game. So I want to get us the advantage earlier, so that even if it goes to late game, it's not going to be, you know, super, like, it's not going to be close. That's the goal. I just don't even want it to be close. I'm wondering what to get next. Aether Lens. I'm with you. It's a very good item. I support that wholeheartedly. And I'm gonna try your little strategy here, putting this up on the very edge.
You just fucking Q on me.
Well, there you go.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
Scary stuff. Got the ward down though. They probably know it's there, but
why didn't you just astral me, dude?
AM has a Manta Style and a Battle Fury. Our Luna has a Morbid Mask, which is good. A Manta Style, Dragon Lance, and I guess I'll count the ring. Maybe Mech. I feel like somebody else would buy Mech though. Maybe not, but I feel like Silencer would probably end up buying one. There we go. Now that I have level 3 ult, I am deadly. Yeah, it's definitely warded. There's no way both of them were just coincidentally walking by, you know what I mean? Invis too, for the troll. So that's okay. I accept it for what it is. I do need Silencer to start buying wards. I just don't want to have to buy all of the wards. It's a little bit much to ask. We can kill very easily with a smoke. All we need to do is find the person we're looking for. There's our Doom, so all I need to do is meet up with him, basically.
Still not gonna get no farm for my Shadow Blade.
That was awful. That silence destroyed us.
Game. 45.
We really needed to have, we need to not be grouped up. Like, so close, so clustered. We're suffering because of it. Also, Luna wasn't there. I'm not blaming her, but she wasn't there, so that kind of also hurts our team fight, because she's a big part of our damage. Okay, good. They got the board. No! Oh!
Good game.
Oh no. Shrine! Shrine! No! Help! It probably is warded at the shrine. It's probably why the fight went so well. It's not desperately bad that they're taking some of our stuff. It's bad that we keep dying. Me dying isn't a big deal, but we can't all be dying.
We lost.
Them having Mantis is really killing me too. Because it's harder to tell who's real. I did waste an ult, by the way. I completely own that. I should have known it wasn't Jug. I just thought I had seen other ones die, so I was like, that must be the only one left. I forgot they come in stacks of 1 now. I don't know if they have a ward of the high ground, but I kind of feel like they do. No, maybe not. So Troll is like the only person I'm not scared of, funny enough. He's in a spot where, like, I want to be able to do something to him, but I really can't do anything except harass him.
Up. Push mid.
Kind of hope we can make something out of that, but I can understand why not.
Anybody?
I would love to help. We're just in such a bad spot because of,
Can we just get back?
Fortunately, I'm a little safer than Doom, like, item-wise. I can set myself up for success here. I was just putting down a sentry, too. I'll just put it down here now.
Dude
Sound-
to the jungle and let me fucking carry.
I wish that Silencer had bought some of the wards, because I've bought all the wards, and yet Silencer seems to be less farmed than I am. I know that that's also due to him being targeted, because he has the global silence. I understand that. But still, it would be nice if I had had a little bit more money. It's just a bad situation to be in, but we have to accept it for what it is. No thanks. Who is it? Illusions, I assume? Yeah. That's real. I wish I could be there in time, but I really can't. Trying to save up for buyback, maybe. Maybe have an effect on them long term, you know. Like over time, just hit them down, I'll die maybe, our team will fight, and I'll just show up and just clean house. The Death Prophet needs to be shut down.
We're gonna take Roche now.
Oh, actually, they're gonna take Lion.
Having a Yules and a Blink Dagger, by the way, is so wonderful. I'm so happy I have them both. It's a good idea. Only reason I can survive most of these initiations. Personally, their spells are not what's killing me. It is their right clicks. So this magic resistance is going to do very little. I don't really care about Death Prophet. Her ult isn't even magic. So I would rather do more damage to them. Personal opinion.
They're right behind them.
That's not... That is real. Well. Crap.
Oh man, why'd you astral me?
I made sure the troll died. That's huge. Oh, big takes. It really did. It's been doing work.
Finish the game.
AM's got fucking Aegis.
Screw
Okay.
AM.
Let's go. Full minute.
I don't care about AM either.
No way, Jug and Troll don't have buyback.
Never know, this is sub 3k. Ignore him, ignore him.
Drain his mana so that if he tries to use Abyssal Blade, it's not going to happen for him. Where's AM? Where'd he go? Huh. I thought he blinked up.
Just let him die.
Get this quick. Out.
Alrighty. We definitely gotta take a Rex for this. That's for sure.
Oh,
Get out, get out, get out.
That was definitely good. That was huge. Got the Aegis. We got the tower. We did not get, unfortunately,
Keep running.
we didn't get the. You play line position 4. I almost always play in position 4 usually. I mean, right now I'm 5, obviously, because I'm buying all our support items. I just happen to be rich comparative to our silencer. And yet he still won't buy wards, which is killing me. So I think they might have a ward up here. So we'll
We
take a
need
look.
aggressive vision.
Position 4 line, position 5 line, both amazing. He's just a good hero. Crap. Not worth. Get myself some money there. Worth it for me. So with the rest of my money, I think I'm going to save for buyback. I'll eventually get some boots of travel, I guess. But right now, it's not the most important thing. I do need some sentries first, though. I'm just gonna waste all my money on wards, because you know what? Whatever. Blinkules or Ags. I like to buy Ags and Lions sometimes. It really depends on the matchup, though. If I think that they're a big grouping team, if I think that's going to come up often, then I will. Uh-oh.
Hello.
Fortunately, I got rid of that before it looked... yeah, I mean, you could do position 5 with heals. Technically speaking, position 5 just means you're the
Sorry, we wouldn't just go down mid
most
and finish.
supporting on your team, which technically I am, because Silencer didn't buy support at all.
Except Rax won't help. Are we gonna smoke or not?
Damn.
I don't know why I'm the only person who can buy support items.
The
That's
haze
okay.
rune. Let OD get that.
He's coming. Troll is here. We have smoke? I mean, not smoke, dust. He's right
They're
here.
right here.
And we didn't do it.
I was slow to pull out my, Oh, no! Alright, I am dead as dead comes. I hoped it would end at that moment.
Nice,
That was my
nice.
only chance.
Troll.
That's okay if I die. It's fine. I died after an AM, a Jug, and a Death Prophet, so I really don't care. Oh, yes.
Push
love
mid,
it.
Push mid.
Yeah, I think that, you always have to go for your items late if you're in
Punch
position
two
5,
resurrect,
unless you get
we don't need
lucky.
them.
So I got lucky, I got a couple kills early,
Yeah,
and a
hit
lot of
the
assists.
resurrection last
So even though I was buying wards, I still had extra money sitting around, which is how I got my Blink Dagger, it's how I got my Yules. They were very late, though. The most important thing is that you just make sure you buy the support items. It doesn't really matter what else you buy. You know what I mean? Whether you have items or not, it doesn't really matter. As long as the map is warded, then your job is done.
Keep going.
Only one of them to keep going.
I don't want anybody to TP back for that stupid stuff.
Oh, that's not. Oh, well.
Doesn't really matter, but yeah, there we go. Nice! Oh, so happy. I bet on this game too, right? I think so. I did. Well, only one person in 2-tip. I leveled up too. Ah, he tipped me back. GG. Oh, so good. I'm so pleased. First off, just for fun,
Back on that lever to get started.
everybody can watch me spin the wheel.
I reinvented this wheel personally.
I don't really know what I want off this wheel.
The
Anything
wheel
I
says
don't have will make me happy.
wheel.
That AM set kind of meh. I don't think I have an AM set. I think I have a naked AM, so I'll take it. My AM... No, he's not naked. He has the Witch Hunter. So I just got the Mage Slayer. What's that look like? It's pretty dumb. I'm definitely not a fan. So I'm just not going to open it right now. But that's okay. Still good, still good. So we'll start up the next queue. And let's talk about how this game went right and how this game went wrong. Because there were some not so good things that happened. So, how it went wrong. This shouldn't have happened. I shouldn't be a all wards. Silencer said he'd help supporting. The only thing he did was buy Flying Courier, and I had to ask him verbally. One smoke was bought by Doom, which I appreciated. I bought all of this stuff. Some of these were wasted, mind you, and I still had some at the end of the game, but, like, that's not cool. They had a similar problem where their Jug actually ended up buying a few wards. I'm sure he was complaining that there weren't enough on the map, but Pudge was their support, which is also one of the reasons they lost, which we'll get into. So net worth. They actually had a better overall net worth, I think, at the end of the game, or at least it was very close. I'm going to go to that real quick. We barely took net worth away from them at the end. They had a huge advantage for, like, so long. It came close here, but it was a huge advantage. We had an advantage as we started team fighting. We got a couple kills, but they took it back. And I'm assuming the reason why is because players like Jug, Jug, Troll, Anti-Mage were all farming pretty well. Troll not so much, but they had a lot of farm going on. Even Death Prophet had a lot of farm going on. And we didn't have so many people who were near the top. We had a few, but it wasn't as good. That's one of the reasons that we were struggling so much. You can see that in the items, I think. So Battle Fury, Shadow Blade, almost a Battle Fury, support stuff. A Yules, which is always good in Death Prophet. It's amazing. Over on us, for example, I had nothing yet. I'm not even close to anything, which makes sense. Doom had his Blink, which is really good. Nothing on Silencer yet. Just a Dragon Lance into a Morbid on Luna, which is good, but it's not enough to like start. And just a 4-staff on the OD. Really didn't have a good start. And the reason why is because Luna's lane didn't go super well. We started out great. We put the Jug back. That was alright. The problem was that Jug was still able to get experience there, and then eventually got a high enough level where he was scary enough to get farm. Because if he has ult, so you can't contest him. That's just not how it works. Realistically, though, we really need to do something better about Jug. I probably could have done more zoning to keep him out of experience range. I probably could have harassed him better, like got better stuns and not miss when he had his Q. And earlier boots, earlier Windlace would have been better, because then I could have escaped his Blade Fury and not died. That would have all been good. One of the main reasons we won, though, is because they didn't have a support. Where are their stuns? They have Pudge ult. They have a mini stun on Anti-Mage and a Bash. That's it. They have no other stuns. We have Lion, who has 2. We have a Silence on Doom, which I'm going to count. 2 silences on Silencer. We have a mini stun on Luna, and we have a kind of stun, because it's a removal, a hidden thing, on OD. We have the ability to actually stop them from doing things. They don't have any crowd control at all. They're all damage. Lots of damage, lots of damage, lots of damage, lots of damage, and a disable. Silence, and a lot of damage. We actually had abilities to hold people down, to silence them long enough. Realistically, they just didn't have the ability to keep fighting. A fight was eventually going to go wrong for them, and we were going to get the advantage back. Which, in the team and net worth thing, you can see repeatedly there's spikes. And these are when we win fights. They start spiking down. Like, this was a big spike, obviously. That was over a few fights. And that's all of the fights at the end. Realistically, they were doomed. If they were allowed to keep going for the 15 minutes, we might have been screwed, because they would have all been 6-slotted, and, they were late-game heroes. But as it was, they really didn't have the ability to crowd control. They would have all had to buy BKBs, just for me, which I think there was 2 on their team, which I'm about to check. They had a BKB on the Troll. No, that's it. They had 1 BKB. So they have no ability to stop me. What's up, Dalen? Go party? I can't party. You gotta do solo ranked. That's where it's at, my man. Or woman. Not gonna assume. Gotta keep my solo queue going. That's what it's about. Gotta raise my solo MMR up to the top. I don't know what the top would be in that case, because I don't think I'm ever gonna hit like 7k, but, up to 4k at least. I'm working on it. Let's see if we can mid this game. Unfortunately, when I play on stream, I gotta play solo. Off stream, however, I'm more apt to play with other people. So if you, if I have some time at some point, I might be able to play off stream. Just not on stream, because on stream's all about, where is it? All about this number right here, which isn't even accurate because my, I'm already above 2,900, but that's okay. I love the Isaac face, by the way. Did you just join the stream, by the way, Dalen? Because welcome. I wasn't sure if you were lurking around or not. Ooh, a sniper. I don't like that so much. Thinking maybe Storm is ideal for that, to jump on top of him. We'll see. Yeah, the few people who do come to watch me usually, What's your, this isn't relevant to whether or not I'm going to play, but what's your MMR, Dalen? Just curiosity. Solo or party, it doesn't really matter. I'm curious where yellow's going to. Leshrac needs to have a lane. Ooh, a DC. That does not spell well for us. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm already mid-game anyway, so it wouldn't really matter. But during my streams, gotta be solo queue. That's what I do, at least for now. In the future, I might be more apt to, if I had more people to play with, so for example, if I had more followers, I might be apt to play a game with my followers, so get everybody I want to have, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and just pick Storm, because I'm gonna have to. If I had a bunch of followers, it'd be more apt to play like a, you know, a follower game. That'd be cool, you know what I mean? Have like 9 people who follow me, but currently I don't have that many followers, so it's really not a viable option. I mean, I consider it though. If I had enough people, then I might do like a day where I do like a 5, at the very least a 5 stack with my followers, but it needs to be full. It can't be a half thing. It can't be 2 people. It can't be 3 people. It has to be 5 or 10, either way. So get your friends to follow me, and then we'll talk, because then I'll have enough people to do that. The anti-mage, of course, got picked to the other team to counter me. I already expected that. I'm just going to have to buy a Linken's. No big deal. Pugna doesn't scare me at all. That's why I picked into Pugna. He's going to E-Blade. He's going to ghost himself. He's going to die for it. Or he's going to ghost his ally. He's going to die for it. Sniper, I'm going to jump on, so I'm going to ruin his entire range advantage. And now we have Faceless Void, so we're going to really ruin him as long as he gets inside Chrono. And if he doesn't, I can help Faceless Void survive it. Anti-mage is a problem besides the Linken's, but like, you know, you can figure it out. Timber is fine. I don't see him hurting me. I probably won't hurt him either very much, but I can hold him down. When I get an Orchid, I can really mess him up. Feeling like this is probably almost certainly a Bloodstone game. That's really unfortunate that he's going to have to support. It's because we have a jungler, too. You don't speak English? Well, that would make things very difficult, wouldn't it? Oh, I heard a magical sound. What was that magical sound? I'm assuming that it was... You speak Spanish? Well, I can answer that. No hablo español. Thank you for following, though, Dalen, even if you speak Spanish, which you seem to speak just fine English when you're explaining yourself, but whatever. I'm not going to call you out on it. It doesn't matter. I appreciate you following all the same. I'm not going to get a Rod of Atos, so that's not going to be relevant. You definitely speak Spanish. That's for sure. That heart shows you how I feel. You still with us, Katie? I could just check. To be honest, I don't actually have to ask the question, but I have faith in us. Drow was a pad pick. IMO. Agree. Anti-mage, Slark, and Timbersaw. I predict our victory. We got this. My viewer list is never accurate. I don't know why. Whenever I check my viewer list, even if I know someone's here because they're speaking, it still doesn't say they're there. Very strange. Alright, so first things first. Gotta get that bottle, that sweet bottle of Sorry. Make sure my nose is beautiful and clear. Make sure my sound's still good too. Sorry. That's good. Awesome. I love it. Fantastic. So we have an offlane void, which I support because offlane void is awesome. It's so hard to stop an offlane void because time walk is so good right now. We have a Leshrac supporting Drow, which is good. It means that they can be aggressive if they get the chance. Like if the lane supports it, they can chase. So that's fine. Me mid against Sniper will be okay. Although that didn't start very well. Sniper bot Salve, which kind of a problem. Not a huge problem, but I don't love it. Waiting for Sniper to try to deny this. Nope. Ah, nice. That was beautiful. I love it. Alright. I'm gonna get all these last hits. Sniper has already, at this point, kind of missed too many denies on me to stop me from doing well. I'm not gonna pretend I'm gonna kill Sniper or something easily, but you have to, as Sniper, you have to do well early with last hits and denies if you intend to, you know, really have an effect in your lane. And at this point, I'm already, you know, level 3. I want to make him waste his... Crap. I want to make him waste his tango, but that didn't happen. Alright, got the bottle coming in. Get my boots going. I have better healing than he does, so I'm not really worried about it. I have tangos. He has a salve. Not that the salve's a bad item, but it doesn't have the long-term healing, so it's kind of wasted if he uses it, you know? Now that I have my bottle also, I don't care at all about what he has to say. I can just come on his side of the river, no big deal. I'll just keep harassing him. Doesn't affect me at all. Not really. I can take his harass. That was poor. I set myself up for failure there. Oh, nice. Well played, Drow. So Sniper probably went for Rune, I think. I don't think he has a bottle yet, but he might have just gone to see what it is, and he did. It is a haste. He has no healing left. He used his salve while he was gone. I'm not too worried about him. Ooh. Ooh, not so cool. He got in another salve, which is a little bit greedy. I don't know why he would get the other salve, just because it seems like not a waste, but it's just money that you really don't have mid. Like, that's 110 gold that you really don't have to waste. Ooh, if I was him, I'd be so mad. Alright, gotta go check the rune. Really hoping it's here, because I need it. There we go. That's the wonderful thing. He's gonna right-click me once or twice, probably. Nope, not even a single time. I have both. That's surprising, actually. Sniper is being a little irritating. I've kind of allowed him to get to too high of a level without harassing him enough. As long as he's not level 6, though, I'll be fine. Got the regen rune. Get those right clicks on him soon. Pugna apparently DC'd. You gotta ring up Aquila. So he does have mana regen now. The problem with mana regen is that he can deacon shrapnel whenever he feels like. I'm not a fan of that. I don't want him to shrapnel whenever he feels like. And I'm aware that I took my ability over Ball Lightning. The reason why is it gave me a chance to get a kill. I obviously haven't yet, but I'll take any chance I have. It's worth the risk to make sure. It's worth the risk to make sure. Just making sure my sound's working again. Don't want any of that nonsense. Kind of lost some experience in last hits because I was so concerned, though. Alright, let's make sure I can pressure this a little. Didn't know where Sniper was going to go there, but one thing I can guarantee is that he was not going to successfully get me.
Sniper has haste to the bottom.
Alright, now I have that. Very good. Get my Bloodstone real quick. Pugna's still struggling to connect. So ganking at this point will be very difficult. It would depend who I'm trying to gank. At least I have my boots, though. Leshrak's gonna try to help me, I guess? No, he's just warding. Okay, that's cool. He double self? Maybe that was just a sound effect glitch, I'm not sure. But either way, I harassed him pretty heavily. I'm doing generally okay. I'm not having an issue. Okay. I don't know why he felt like that was a worthwhile expenditure of his time. Accomplished basically nothing. It just means I have to go back to base at some point. Which, I mean, yeah, that sucks, but it's not really the biggest deal in the world. I don't care.
You got your shit. Good last hit.
So it looks like Timbersaw doesn't care much about what has to be said there. Alright, I'm gonna move in the Sniper here. Gotta know your bounds. I knew factually that he was not gonna kill me. And I knew because I would have an Arcane Rune if I got there in time. And Sniper close range, not nearly as scary as Sniper from far away. I'm right there. If he wants to stop to attack, it's giving me the opportunity to set down a Static Remnant. Which it did. And he died for it. And now I can put some pressure on the tower, a little bit. Oh, no, Sniper's back, so no pressure. Sniper's probably pretty angry now. I probably can't kill him now because I don't have enough mana. Once my Soul Ring comes in, I'll be more apt to do it. That is how you destroy a sniper, by the way. I don't know why I went that direction. I must have hit the minimap. I don't know how I took so much
Use
damage.
sync track.
I'd love to check the combat log.
Yeah.
That's my bad. What did you miss? Okay, you didn't miss too much. We started this game, which I think you missed the beginning of. I'm Storm against. I was against a sniper in lane. We kind of went even back to back for a while. I think I got a little bit more farm than him, and then I killed him like a minute ago because I'm just in a much better position than he is. Because I'm Storm at level 10, so you know what is he gonna do? Right now, the sniper just says that, which isn't too scary. Oh, my invis did not kick in. Jeez, well, you didn't miss that, unfortunately. That would have been a great thing for you to miss. I agree, anti-mage showed up. That's my bad. I could have taken the Timber Saw solo otherwise. I probably shouldn't have Soul Ringed, though. Soul Ringing was a mistake. I still had mana. That's unfortunate. So, somebody's bottom, Slark, trying to be Slark, do Slark things. The question is, where's Slark gonna go?
Parted drow would have died right there.
Everybody's moving around. I gotta make sure that we gotta do something. That was really bad. And it didn't even matter. Well, I can't do anything now because there's two of them. Very unfortunate. But I know you believe in me, so it's okay. Your belief fuels me. I will get stronger. I need to get to a higher level, to be honest. As is, I'm not really at a level where I can go around and cause pain. Not so much, anyway. On my way. Where'd you go? That is how you do it. Still at the regen rune ticking too. Nice, nice. I have no fear of sniper, so I'm going down there. You seeing this stuff, Katie? It's going great. Right now, it's most important that I carve out a spot for us to be able to, like, do things. So Sniper's chilling around here. I have to make sure I push him out. I can't let him live here. I don't know where he went, either. Well, looks like I have to back up for now. He probably went over to lane, to be honest. Sniper is missing. Sniper is missing. Making sure my sound is still fantastic. Get some damage here. get some free money because I guess nobody else cared for it. I'll take it. Leshrax's warding, I appreciate it. Bloodseeker's trying to make a move here. I'm gonna help him as soon as I can, but I can't do it alone.
These twins are dangerous.
Living that thug storm spirit life. Oh, arcane boots. I don't even know if those got me, but that's okay. I feel the love. Get this bounty rune real quick.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I want this arcane really badly. I'm not gonna get it, so just give up. I want to do something here, but they're all following, so that's not gonna happen. Give us some space to work with. It didn't actually end up working too well, but carving this space out is actually very difficult because they have a lot going on. I don't know he's aimed on me, but I don't want to mess with it. No thanks. Not worth dying over, just being honest. So we got a timber saw, and it looks like we just kind of backed out at that point. Nothing wrong with that. Alright. Let's get down to business. I'm gonna go in on this Slark and see what I can do. Does he have any items that scare me? No, not at all.
He doesn't have a TP.
Oh, I didn't get the Slark, but I did scare the crap out of him. He didn't get the last hit on the tower anyway. Better than nothing. It is very sad, though. Nice, by the way. I'm not scared of Slark. I don't think he realizes that I'm not scared of him. Do. Just casually leave, because he can't stop me. I'm Storm Spirit. And there's what I love to see. Easy mid. It's not accurate. I mean, I think Sniper did okay. But, of course, the enemy team has to be toxic, because why wouldn't they be? I'm just glad it's not my team. We're having a great day so far. 2 wins. I mean, that's already a good start. And this one is feeling good. They do have some scary potential, though, to be honest. I'm not going to count them out. I'm getting closer to being able to afford this. I need 1,800 from where, you know, before I buy any of it. So 1,800 isn't too bad. So I already have 12. Almost at 14, so I'll get it. I don't think he understands how that ability works.
So you thought the jumping was a good idea?
Alright, I'm just gonna back up because sniper's a little scary. Alright, I'm gonna wait for the rune. Hope it's something nice, something I can use. Nope, nothing. Good thing though is I'm about to have the bloodstone, so I won't even really need it. There's my my bloodstone. So now that I have bloodstone, I have good mana regen and all that junk. This is a game, like I said, that I'm probably gonna need to have a Lincoln's no matter what. So I'm building it next. There's no arguing about it. I have to have it. No offense, not staying. Goodbye. Yep, that's what I thought would happen. I should have seen people I had the chance, but he could have just ulted. That was really unfortunate. Alright, let's push. We have to push. This is the kind of thing that can lose you games in lower MMRs if you just don't push when you have the advantage. And instead you go back and farm, you'll end up losing. I'm not saying this game's going to be lost because of that, but it's something to consider. It does happen. It's very serious. Because now all the advantage we had because they were dead is gone. We can push bottom, I guess. It's better than nothing. Better than nothing.
I almost have Silver Edge. Give me a second.
He's building a Silver Edge, nice.
Yeah, now I have Silver Edge.
Send a salve. In this case, I guess that's not so bad. I can understand why. Alright, health regen's the one I'm suffering more with right now, so that's the one I'm going to work on. Get that first so I can keep alive. Push now is probably the right move. I didn't realize our creeps were going to come faster than their creeps. That's my fault. But that's okay. Let's keep pushing, I guess. I get all this damage from Drow, so we're doing quite well. This is what we needed. That kill that he just got there is going to pretty much secure this tower. And getting a tier 2 at this point is very big. It's not within deny range. Sell this. Buy that. Now I have Perseverance, a little bit more damage. Better regen for mana. I don't know if he's solo, but I don't care either. They have a ward, I think. Hard to tell, realistically. I want to get in there and grab somebody, but it's very hard to get it working. We're going to want to do this safely. Fortunately, we got the timber first, so that's a start. That's a start. I got some money from killing the Putnam Award. I had to because my team would be suffering otherwise. It wasn't a greed thing, it's just we needed dead. Fortunately, you don't take any damage to Storm when you Ball Lightning, no matter how much mana you waste, because you're invulnerable during Ball Lightning. One of those fair interactions where you just get the better end of it. Alright, I have a regen rune on, so I might as well just do this. Move across the map, get the last hits up here, and push this in. I'm still regenning, so no big deal. Whenever you have a regen rune, try to waste some spells if you can, you know. Because they'll keep regenning as long as you don't hit full or get hit. Alright, they got him, unfortunately. I'm not a fan of him dying there, but it's not. I'm not blaming, you know. It just kind of sucks. Okay, that's done. Can't help Drow because if I go near, if I jump to go near, then I'm just a ticking time bomb waiting to explode on Drow. You know, it's not worth it. Alright, got some more money, but I'm really working on this. I really gotta get this Lincolns as soon as possible. I'm really struggling. He wasted a dust because he thought Bloodseeker was coming with me. I wouldn't call it wasting, but you know. He used it when he really didn't need to. For that reason. That's a good thing. Make him waste the gold, right? It's 90 gold a pop. Now that I have Ball Lightning level 3, I do some serious damage when I initiate. It's much easier to get the damage to hit, which is a big part of it. Need to be around more kills, though. If I really intend to make this work, I need to be near these kills so I can get the Bloodstone charges, because 10 is not enough. I'm a little bit tankier. So that's a good thing. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Oh crap. Oh good, good. So they got Slark already. That's a start. Now I'm gonna show up and try to push in this lane. Sniper and Timber are mid, so being aware of that might be best to back up. It depends what Bloodseeker finds. That's how you destroy Timbersaw, and with that, we're probably more apt to do something here. Drow did die. Not cool. He's bottom. What are you gonna do? I had a Bloodstone charge anyway, so that's nice. Get some regen. Get this tower, hopefully. That'll get me my Lincoln, so I can send it to myself. I could be in big trouble depending which way this goes. I got the Slark, though. Through obvious planning. I clearly knew exactly how that would play out. So I have that, so now I can go for the Orchid. That'll help me a lot in dealing with Timbersaw. And now that I have the full Lincolns, I also have better mana regen and all that jazz. Makes me very happy. It actually just has good stats in general. Get some tankiness. Some int. They do have things that require me to have armor. I didn't try to steal that from Faceless Void. That was more about securing it. The chrono was ending soon, so I came in just to make sure I could kill him. Oh shit. Get back. That's not gonna happen. Alright, that was huge for us. I got behind, killed the Pugna, I got the ward, they got everybody in the front. That is teamwork. And Sniper wasn't... That wasn't a bad idea for Sniper to go in the trees in general. The problem is he's against Storm Spirit, so he didn't die for it, but he should have. If I had just a little bit more mana or health when that happened, he was going down. Alrighty. Really cooking now. I'm getting money, I'm getting experience. Thanks to Drow, you know, having her aura, I'm getting stronger just by her getting stronger. No thanks. Yep. That's the idea. Let's get some last hits real quick. I'm glad they got that kill. I'm a little concerned with Slark. He was just here.
Sorry. Hit auto attack.
That's how you ruin Sniper's life. That's why I chose Storm Spirit. I'll say it later when I'm really analyzing what happens in the game, but if we win, one of the main reasons is the picks. Storm is so strong against most of their team. AM is a counter, and it does suck. But it's not enough to counteract the fact that I kill the rest of his team.
Big mid after.
And because we do have right clickers, I'm going to get a Bloodthorn.
TP down in a second. I got 2 seconds to speed up.
Easy tower. Thanks to Drow doing so much damage. hurt me.
Run towards me. So stupid.
I am just...
That was not a good pick. They have 3 fucking guys that can get close to you. Bloodseeker was a good pick.
I give credit where credit's due. It's a good pick. Alright, what's next? I guess I could get...
Crow, dude.
Hey, you see this? Now I have a Bloodthorn, so that's pretty great. I love that. Actually, probably a set device is better. I'm feeling it. So we have megas, right? Yeah, we do. I just want to grab somebody, you know what I mean? It's hard to grab somebody, so... Well, that was pretty easy.
Killed me, you didn't shrapnel on me. Fucking
Nah, things
lord.
happen, you know. Alright, this game is over. Nice. Nice. I'm loving this. Did I bet on this game? I know I'm about to find out in like 2 seconds, but I did. Ah, so good. I appreciate that that he made it work, so. We both tried the my time is precious thing, but that's okay. Awesome. Awesome. That is another 25 MMR. Where are we at now? We are at 29:33, guys. We still got time for another game. Let's start queuing that up right away. So this game, net worth. You can see that I'm the highest net worth in the game. I had a lot of kills. I farmed a good amount. You know, a decent amount. I didn't have many deaths. I kept it pretty, you know, pretty safe, but still got some money. Drow and Bloodseeker were right behind me because they were killing all over the place. They're assisting all over the place. They're farming better than me for the most part. We all had a bunch of money. Even our Faceless Void had money, even though he wasn't really farming quite as well. They're all poor. And the reason why is because every fight we had was pretty much in our favor, and that's mostly because of the counter picks, to be completely honest with you. You can see it's just a general win. We just started to win slowly. Like it wasn't like anything happened suddenly. Like there's no real big spikes anywhere. This game is quite simply picks. Storm Spirit is good against Timber because I buy an Orchid and Timber can't do anything. Timber can't catch me ever because I have Ball Lightning, which is way better, and he can never escape me. I will always catch up to him. Also, magic damage is strong against Timber because his reactive armor is against physical, so I eat him. Anti-Mage is the only hero good against me in this game. And that's because he blows me up, which is why I pick AM against Storms. I bought a Lincoln's, though, and they allowed me to farm it because of me getting money other ways. So it's much harder for him to make it work. There are things that they could have put on me, so Sniper could try to ult me to get rid of it, or Pugna could try to ghost me to get rid of it, but that's it. That's the only other abilities that'll do it, so it's very hard for Anti-Mage to counter me effectively. Sniper is all about range and being away from you. I jump on him. Hard counter. Slark pounces. That's how he kills you. He pounces you and keeps you still. I just leave. I don't care. Ball Lightning. Gone. Pugna ghosts to escape physical attacks. I do magic damage. He's dead. I silence him. He's useless when he tries to ult. Pretty good counter. Bloodseeker strong against Slark because Slark can't stay healing because once he's low health, usually he heals by getting out of vision. He can't get out of Bloodseeker's vision. Also, when he's ulted, he's still under Rupture. When he bounces, he's still under rupture. You know, strong. Anti-mage kind of the same thing. He can't blink away very well when he's under rupture. Same thing with Timber because he's a mobile hero. All strong. Drow. Silences are very good against these two and Slark. Like a lot. Like very good. And also what's your guys' silence. Actually wasn't a bad pick. The problem is that Timbersaw also counters drop back by getting close. So does Slark and so does Anti-Mage. They kind of have like a glass cannon kind of situation. Leshrak's good against some of them just because stuns. I don't think it's like a strong counter except for to Lesh. Into Pugna. It's very poor for Pugna. And Base's Void strong against Timber because he can't get away. Strong against Anti-Mage because he can't get away. Strong against Sniper because he's stuck too close to you. Strong against Slark because it gets rid of his invisibility. It doesn't get rid of the ult one, but it keeps him still. It was just not ever going to work for them. That game was always going to be bad for them. They had a very bad draft versus us, and they paid for it. That's just the truth. I bet on one of these other games, didn't I? I was going to say, like, I was wondering why I still have 750. I should only have 500. I'm sure that I do, and it just hasn't, like, happened yet. Still can't open these, right? Nope. I'm waiting. I got all those cards. I'm waiting. No biggie, though. Still can't open these, right? Nope. So now, I mean, after such a good match, I mean, even if I lose this horribly, it's still okay. Today I'm already up, what, 74? Right? Yeah, 74 MMR today already. So the most I can go down is roughly 26. So I'd be up 48 or whatever. I'd still be up near 50 is the point, even if I lost. That's great. I mean, that's awesome. I have no problems there. I don't know why it still shows my same solo MMR, which is strange, because that's not true, but that's okay. We're getting there. What about the challenges? The achievements, I mean. How's my tips doing? Wagering, I'm almost up to the second level. I'll get 1,000 points if I win another 2. I did the Dark Moon one, which was cool. I talked about that obviously when we were in that situation. Tip. Oh, okay, I'm at 13, so I had a long way to go. We'll get there, though. We'll get there. So, I'm thinking... Eventually, I'm going to have to do one of these. I'm either going to have to disjoint, or be invisible, or whatever, or use an Echo Saber. I don't know which one's going to come up first. But I don't want this set very much, to be honest with you. I guess that's kind of cool. I'm kind of a fan of the second variant. But I doubt I'll get that because I don't play enough Dota in recent times. But I'd like to at least go down that tree. Oh, I'm feeling it. A lot of like good games, you know. I played a support in one. I played a hard carry in one. I played a mid in one. You know, I'm doing what I got to do. I can feel the love. I'm just sad there's not more people watching so they can enjoy. But you on YouTube, however, can watch anytime, so it doesn't matter. So, Legion Commander, as always, I'm just sick of playing against her. So maybe I'll play mid, maybe I'll do like Pudge or something, we'll see. 2933, that's my MMR. I love it. I'll still be above 2900 if I lose, and that was the goal before, was to get back to 2900 because I fell below. So, that's good. I don't know who we're going to pick, though. I don't really support randoming in ranked games, but whatever. At least it's not a bad person to random. Doesn't work so well with me, though, so I might want to consider changing my pick. Does give me vision, I suppose. That's nice. An anti-mage. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I don't want to play Pudge against the anti-mage. End of discussion. It's just not going to work well for me. So I'm going to mid. Instead, I'm going to want to play a mid who's not int, most likely, but still able to, like, hold my own against an anti-mage. Templar's okay. Templar's not bad.
10 seconds to pick.
I could also play like PA or something.
5 seconds. Hurry, hurry.
Alright. I didn't want to pick that early, but it's okay. I'll play Templar Assassin mid, because anti-mage tries to ult me. If I still have Refraction up, nothing happens. I just ignore it. I mean, it hurts my friends, but I don't have a high int anyway. I'm not going to take that much damage. I'm not going to have a big mana pool. And if somebody next to me gets blown up, as long as I have Refraction up, it does nothing. That's the point. Looking at all the different sets. I have quite a few myself. I have a couple sets for her. That's just one of the better ones that I have, so. We have an IO? Why an IO? I hate IO. In this MMR, IO doesn't work out. Please, if you're around 3k MMR, don't play IO. It never works out. Like the... I've never seen it work out. It's always bad. They picked a sniper into me, which is kind of silly. I'm sure they're sending a sniper mid, which is going to hurt early. But late game, I just blink on sniper, and sniper is pointless. That hurts. I don't like the void pick very much. It's not a good lane. We're gonna lose. I don't have faith in this game, to be honest with you, because I'm a carry, Slark's a carry, and that's it. We have 2 carries. We have to end this game like instantly. Not so hard. I'll say hard. Won't add the so. I think that's a little of an exaggeration. Okay, I am not wagering. That'd be ridiculous. This is probably a better game for that. I'm going to be invisible.
Okay, come here for take this ward.
No way. Thanks. Alright, so I gotta get a bottle pretty fast, I would think. In the lane I'm gonna end up being in, I'm gonna probably need side blades. I mean, that's just what it is. I can't possibly do anything in the lane without side blades.
So we try for first.
I don't think this is going to happen. This is a ridiculous attempt, but I have to back my team because it'll be worse if I don't go. What do we see there? I only see one. That's a problem.
Careful now, careful now. Let's go, go.
God, I really hope this match ends up being
Slark, what are you doing? That was the second free kill. Shit.
That was very silly. I don't really know what the plan was. We did get a kill. I mean, I'm glad it worked. That's a little silly.
Just let me get like 2 or 3 creep kills here, Slardar, if you don't mind.
I at least appreciate that Io is talking. You know, he's with it. Who's mid? Is it
Slaughter.
is it
Let
Pudge?
me get 2 or 3 creep kills here.
It's
It's a top
Pudge.
lane, look
What is
at
he
it, though.
doing? Pudge mid against the
Missed out on
Templar
having a
Assassin. They had so many
Zero
better
bottom.
options.
Should have done that.
I don't even have to right click him, and I still get to hit him. You know? I don't know where Pudge went, but I had to back up, because that could happen. With Refraction, I'd probably be fine, but it's just not a worthwhile risk. He did buy a Stout Shield, though, so I can appreciate that. I'm gonna make him waste all those tangos, like,
He's
nearly
intriguing.
immediately.
Rest of the farm is yours. Slardar. Don't do it. I can heal you all the way once I get my bot. Do not use the shrine. Do not. Come here. Just
Seems like they're having a lot of issues bottom lane.
come on, go.
A little greedy of me, but it worked out a little bit. Just gotta get another tango to heal up. Sniper's hanging around, I don't know why. Kinda irritating me, to be honest. Pudge doesn't even have enough mana to hook. That's important to note.
I'm gonna check the room.
Well, Pudge isn't getting anything from this lane. Just
I'm
like
gonna
you'd
check the room
expect,
here. So
considering the matchup.
I'm guessing it's gone.
Missing Pudge. I didn't say it's them, but
I have bottle. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
I seem to
Go
have
do
so
the
many
shrine,
issues.
okay. Let's go around.
Hope you realize that, like, I'm not even worried about it.
Almost at it.
Okay, I guess I was worried about it. If I just got that last auto attack off, I would have
Alright,
been
I'm
fine.
gonna grab the other room. Come with me over here. You can get another kill in.
We didn't get that hook. I tried to juke it, but oh my god.
Go.
I play Pudge too, and like, it's just not what I expected.
Go straight.
He's being so aggressive now. He knows how to play it though. I mean, he has to. If he's not aggressive, he'll just lose. So good for him, I suppose. It's just irritating because with only 2 levels of side blades, I can't hit him before he comes close to me. I'm glad he died that last time, but unfortunately he got the flesh heap stack, so it's not really worth it.
Unreal.
Hit creeps, you're not gonna hit him.
Nope. His ult? Suddenly? Oh, come on! He just got it. He literally walked to me expecting to get it. I can't lane against him anymore. This is ridiculous. This lane is so advantageous to me. How did he even get experience? I know he was near the creeps, but... Alright, so I guess I have to just be reduced to... I hate when I can't ping the top, by the way. Like, above it should not be above it.
By just coming top.
I'm getting mad now. I'm gonna calm down.
Last time.
I do, however, believe that above the portraits should not be on the map.
Go straight for sniper.
You shouldn't be able to get in between the portraits
Run,
and the top of the
run.
screen. Fudge is back. Level 7 now? That's cool. That's very cool. Alright, I have an invis, which is kind of nice, I guess. Yeah, I didn't know he had ults. That's so sad.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Shoot, that's close. Alright, let's go to the shrine, yep.
I would have liked that too, I suppose, but it's not a big deal. Getting a little bit is fine.
Yeah, good.
I don't know where Pudge is now. Bottom. That's bad. Oh well.
You can't
Yeah,
can't
back
go
up,
on
back
them
up.
in this lane.
Yep, get back.
They will kill you.
Right now, it's not really possible to kill Pudge easily. Still down there, but he's actually making a
They
big
have
mistake.
warded.
He should be pressuring me out of lane.
I'm gonna grab a rune here.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna actually use the invis because I want to save the I want to save the regen. It's more helpful later.
Force him to use his Q. Never mind.
Outstand.
Sorry.
Is this when we lose the game to a Pudge?
Oh my god. Sniper's using a an unfortunate salve. I'm not happy about that. I'm not building the whole death, so actually I'm just gonna get the well, actually I should go the whole death, so I'm not gonna be able to do anything else to Pudge, you know. If I try to blink around, it's not gonna work because he's gonna just be in my face, so I might as well just go the whole death first.
I'm leaving. Sorry.
Nice. That's huge. Get that guy out of here.
Io, do you know how to take off tower aggro, sir?
It just started hitting. As
Jeez.
soon as I got ulted. But yes, I...
I try to show up to help, but doesn't really look like I can do much because they just backed. But it helped put the pressure off Slark, so there's at least something to be said about that. We need wards, actually. There are 4 in stock, so need wards. His I don't know if he's gonna be like greedy or not, but it just feels like he will. At least I have my Blightstone, so the 2 armor reduction is gonna help push this tower real fast.
Kill sniper if he goes in the hole.
You can go on him in about 3 seconds. 2, 1, go. Come on, I said fucking go. What did I say? Damn it.
Bud showed up. I don't know what he means.
I just lagged super hard. I literally just stopped moving and stuff. It's pretty good. Nice job. You can reload home. Yep, we're just gonna lose to a punch.
I'm not gonna lose to a Pudge. We're gonna lose to. I mean, I didn't do so well against.
Yeah, you have to listen when we say to do shit.
You got caught up by the pudge.
You got
That's okay.
AA
He
killed
just died
and then me
3
killed
times.
and
He died like 3 times too.
That's a good way to get yourself muted. I'm dead anyways, doesn't really matter. Like I said, I don't even care if I lose this game. I won 3. They're just trying to blame me for their own mistakes. Pudge was there. Suddenly. He was either in Viz or whatever. And they want to blame me because I decided not to go in and die. Yet we have no wards. We have 1 actually. We have 1 ward. We don't have the courier upgraded. But we won't own that. He has tranquils. He doesn't even have any money. I'd like to note that. At least he doesn't have any items. Money in items. He might have money. I mean, never know. He's gonna take it anyway. I already knew he was. Because why not? This AM, I don't know why he thought he could take me. I think it was because the Pudge was coming, but like, he should have seen it. His health was ticking down quite quickly. I can't chase him. Gotta be aware of your limitations, you know? Alright, let's send myself that. I want to get this AM, but unfortunately, where he stands now, with being level 11, it's going to be very difficult to, very difficult to do much to him. Until I get a blink or something. That was good. That's solid. Definitely helped out. I appreciate that Winter Ribbon and everybody else showed up. That's the kind of thing that's going to win us the game. Right now, I'm just farming to catch up. I know I'm not helping my team very much, but that's the point. Not that I'm, like, salty, I need to be able to help them. So, since I fell behind in farm, I'm going to have to catch up. You know, I would help, obviously, if I thought I was capable. But currently, I certainly am not. So, now I can get my Blink Dagger. I'm gonna go ahead and TP in now that I have my Deso. Oh, he's in there. I'm dead. That's so unfortunate. Winter Ribbon does have ult, but it's not really going to help much in the situation. My team seems to know what they're doing, don't get me wrong. Like I don't like the IO pick, but he's playing it well. I don't think it might not end up winning this game or anything like that, you know what I mean? It might still be a bad pick, but at least he's doing well with it. The best that he can. I can appreciate that, it's just, excuse me, I'm sorry. And I'm still not a fan of it. He's probably already gone. I think the best thing I can do now is probably push bottom lane and just get the tower or something. We don't have any towers. They went way too far for that. Like, they stayed around. And now they're paying for it. But since they're still fighting top, and I actually got to kill an anti-mage. I just almost got the tower. I made a mistake, actually. But I still see 3, so I'm going back for it, I guess. It's a little risky, but... that's unfortunate. I saw everybody except Pudge, and Pudge was the one. I'm killing AM, and I'm the only one killing AM at this point. Because we need to. We need to kill him. He needs to die. We can't ignore him, you know. Pudge just TP'd there. He has a Blink Dagger. He has like no health, thanks to me hitting him, but not enough, you know. I don't know where to go right now. I guess I can farm the jungle again real quick. I don't know what that was all about, but okay. I don't know what he was doing there, of all places, but I hope he had fun. Try to get my dang Blink Dagger, because once I get my Blink Dagger, I can show up to these fights better, because I can actually get in there. I'd love to push that, but I don't see Pudge, so I can't. That would be us killing them. That's nice. Still don't see Pudge. Where is Pudge? Alright, I have to do something though. He did something. He doesn't have ult, that's the point. Nice job, team. I'll stop AM from pushing in our tower. Okie dokie. So, I probably want a Hurricane Pike. I'm going to need it. At the very least, though, I have the Blink Dagger. That'll be a start. That's getting a little later than I expected. Alright, I still can't TP, unfortunately. What I can do, though... So what, we had a okay trade, we got one, they got one. I don't want Pudge to be able to do anything to me. I'm actually going to TP back behind. That's cool, I'm fine with that. I'm at least pushing, you know, there's something to be gained from that. Alright, I don't even want this anymore, to be honest with you. So, I'm kind of strong, you know, I'm all right. Crap. Thank God Slaughter came up. He's gonna get another kill too. Uh-oh. Sorry, get it. That's good. Better than nothing. Nothing wrong with the Wraith Band. I'm just gonna get rid of it anyway. I didn't turn it into anything. Thank you for buying boards. That's appreciated. So, Anti-Mage has a Manta style. I'm just glad I'm catching up. I'm doing much better now. I got my Dragon Lance. Get some health from that too, which is nice. I'm gonna need to get that top tower actually. It's not really a negotiable thing either. We really need the top tower because we need to have all the tier 1s because they have all the tier 1s. I don't see them right now either, so that's a good sign. Awesome. I want the damage. Still another wave comes back. Doesn't do much with that. That's okay. Alright, I'm gonna get this thing hooked up. They were forced to fortify. We were forced to fortify. We're gonna lose our tower. We actually weren't forced to fortify just now, though. That was probably worthwhile. Trading with the anti-mage there was not a bad thing. Alright, I don't know why my thing is like it is, but they left my courier base for some strange reason. I gotta get a Daedalus next, I think. The right click doesn't scare me so much. Crap, this is gonna go well. Okay, that didn't go well. I came in, took a bunch of damage, but I lived. So there's at least some positive to it. That's crap. I get back to base no matter what. I just can't. I can't stay out here and risk death so haphazardly. This game is scary because it's not it's not going well, but it's not going terribly, and I don't know what's going to happen. They're probably going to take this tower. There's not much we can do about that. That was kind of crazy. He's a loose cannon. I do have to get a Oh my god, that was amazing. Best IO play I've seen in a while. I hope they're pleased with me now. I'm doing much better. Was doing poor before, but now I'm actually doing stuff. I don't even care. No biggie. I actually have a decent amount of health, and refraction really helps. I'm probably dead. That was amazing. This is exactly what we needed. We are so far ahead now. That just all that was is actually good team fights. I was allowed to farm, so I came back much stronger than I was before. I don't care what they say, it's mine. They were worried about Pudge late game. What's Pudge doing now? Not much, right? Hold on. Sniper. Doing sniper things. No biggie. Can't wait till I get level 25 because getting those extra refraction instances is ridiculous. Anti-mage is kind of making this very difficult. Oh. You can take shrines. I forgot. Alright, put some pressure on it. Here's what had to respond to me. He didn't really have to. I don't know why he did, but he felt the need to. And it's very weak, so. There we go. I think a butterfly is probably the next best move. No, actually, that's not true. BKB is. Stop a bunch of their crap. I want to help, I really do. That's so unfortunate. I mean, right now we're just so strong comparatively. We all backed, so I don't really feel responsible for Io right now. We're all about to get 150 gold, which I always love. And they just lost some of their map control. What's Am have? Abyssal Blade and Manta. Nothing that actually scares me, to be honest. But now without shrines, they lose a big part of their map control. They can't go to Roches easily. They can't TP in fast, which matters. It takes away the ability to use the actual Sanctuary ability, which matters a lot. It's very strong for a lot of fights, being able to do that. And it gives us, obviously, the 150 gold for each, which is not huge, but it matters. It all adds up. I still have Aegis, and it's really unfortunate that I still have Aegis, because it's going to die soon. But that's okay. Whether it goes to use or not, we got really good fights out of, you know, being around. And now I'm pushing in one of the only lanes left. And it's two, so I guess one of the only is misleading, but... Good. Okie dokie. don't want to get caught with all this money, to be honest with you. They're very afraid, I suppose, because otherwise they would be up here trying to contest me. It's just popped, really. Expired. That's really unfortunate. That happened at that point too. Of course, I run the pledge just as my Aegis goes down, because otherwise I would have stand and fought. Would have stood there and fought, but now instead I get screwed. Oh, nice. That's really good. I'm coming slowly. I'm not going to be there soon enough, though. I am about to have my extra refraction instances, though. Instances. I don't know what I was trying to pronounce there. Yep. I guess the only thing I would want is a, No, I mean, that's it for a while. I'll save for buyback. I think I want to get over the Sand King if I can.
Black King Bar.
My team, I want to tell them to group up, but since I can't hear them talk back, it's really pointless. It's not going to accomplish anything for me. He blinked, so he still has his Orchid, he still has all that. You know, there's Pudge, of course. I think pushing bottom lane is probably the correct option. Top lane's already kind of, you know, kind of far back. I mean, I guess they're both far back, but we're gonna need to push a lane eventually.
In pursuit of the mysteries. I sense a mystery.
I have a lot of good items right now. I just need to get close. Oh, TA, she's obviously has no idea what she's doing. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I will trade out that so I can go back and defend. Alright, he left. So, not worth. I'm low on health, so I'm a little bit worried about what's going to happen here. Or just blade mail, that's scary. That'll hurt a lot. I can't take a blade mail. A blade mail hit is catastrophic. Alright, this is a invis room, and this is probably what I want to have right now. That's anti-mage, right? Anti-mage has very little way to stop me, because you can't send meld back. Plus, I'll just refraction before. him. But we did actually manage to get some good kills there. I'd like to note to my team that I have buyback because that's important. Is Roche still up? Because if it is, it's probably a big deal to make sure it happens. What happened to my Twitch chat? There we go. Let's just get some money, I suppose. I should actually use the sanctuary. There's no reason not to. Alright, I hope they're not looking. I guess I have to drop boots. The only real option. Taking that, big deal. Slardar is BKB trying to get out of this. Hurt, I suppose. Not the end of the world, though. We do need to get the Santa Mage out of here, though. The Santa Mage is going to make this a living nightmare. He is the only person in our team who's scary, really. I guess Sniper's kind of scary, but not really. And he's being allowed to do basically whatever he wants, which we can't let happen. I actually need to end up with Boots of Travel at some point. I would buy them now. I will buy them now. I just can't wear them until after. That way I still have buyback. And we're good. Don't have a lot of mana, but I have enough. Yeah, there's no huge loss for mana. What was it? Arcane. You can take that. I don't need it. Okay. We need to push. We're at the point where we're strong. I'm very strong. I just need somebody to help me be there, you know? I can't go solo. Especially since my BKB has already gone down a little bit in charges. It gives me a lot less time. See, he keeps going solo and I don't understand. What is he doing? Black doesn't have many items. I don't know why his Foreman Shield is in his backpack if he has an empty slot. As soon as it's ready. Okay. I just don't understand why Io is going in solo. It's kind of throwing the game. I know that he's trying to push, you know, and be a little bit separate. I understand the concept. Not a good idea. We can't afford that right now. Alright, alright. Just give me some money, you know. I gotta get my BKB back if I plan to do something about this. Can we, like, do something? I just killed 2 people, and I know we lost one, but I just want my team to do something, like, productive with it. I'll just get back to base now. That's a good time, right? Whew. Back to base, feeling good. Feeling mostly good. I don't know what I would buy next. I guess a Moon Shard, because that just makes sense, but I'm never gonna afford it, you know? I don't have the surplus right now. I need 1,000 more surplus. That was the worst arrow I've ever drawn. I accept it for what it is. That was the worst. Okay, that's good. Without Pugs, I don't really have the catch to get me, really. This boy's the only one. It just always expires over 4 fight. I still have 9. Couple left. The combo. Beyond godlike, come on. Hold on, can I just get my hero, please? Yes. My team just doesn't seem to be able to keep up, to be honest. And I'm not blaming them because they're not hard carries. You know what I mean, this is the problem with having the game go longer, which we already knew. It's just killing me because, you know, it feels bad. Alrighty, so I got the Moon Shard, so that's nice anyway. So now I attack real rapidly. I'm glad I get the Faceless Void there. I feel like I'm picking off all these kills, and then no matter what I try to do, the rest of the team dies. And I know they're doing a lot of work, you know what I mean? Like, they're getting in there, they're stunning, they're doing what they gotta do. It just always feels like it happens at the wrong time. But even if the beginning game didn't go so fantastically, I have made up for it. I don't care what anybody else says. Shrapnel really does kill my refraction charges, which makes me upset. Alright, I damaged Pudge a good deal, made him use his Blade Mail and his Lotus Orb, which is all good. Just need... I can get him. I have no mana. He manas me out so quick, and that's one of the bigger problems with facing into Mage late game is that I just won't have mana ever. And that's a big problem. Fortunately, Io is helping with that right now. A lot. Because he's the man. and he realizes that I'm valuable, but we might want to wait for another Roche, but that's also hard. We just need something else. Their 4-man defense is so strong. Unfortunately, they're about to get kind of trashed. Sniper kind of shreds me when this stuff starts. I can't help him. I can't die for it. GG. Unfortunately, that's game. I don't know. We'll see you in the after game exactly why we lost, but this was a long game, 53 minutes. That's okay though. Hopefully we just lost 23 or something. Keep our general good spree going. At least Slardar was doing really well with kills, and I appreciate that. You know, even if I was one of the main reasons we even stayed in that game as it went on, there were other people doing some good stuff. So let's see how much we lost first. 24. Okay, that's doable. So we're still at 29.09. So that's nice. Let's look at the scoreboard. The scoreboard. Net worth. I was the only person on my team with even a remotely respectable net worth compared to what we were dealing with. I know some of their team had low too, but I had higher than their sniper. Their anti-mage outfarmed me by a pretty good margin though, and that's one of our bigger problems, was that he could do that. My team was pretty low, and the problem was we just really have the late game, and we already knew that. We knew the late game was going to be a loss for us because they have an anti-mage, they have a void, they have a sniper, and we have me and Slark. Sort of, kind of, but not really. That's a big problem. So looking into damage, I did all of our damage. It's quite obvious. I did all the building damage, besides Slaughter did some. Me and Slaughter did like all the damage. I did some too, which is surprising. I mean, he went like a helmet to dumb on IO, and I don't really like that. I'm not a fan. I don't know why he did it, but whatever. He did buy a lot of other good items, so I appreciate that for what it was. Our main problem, I guess, is that nobody really killed Anti-Mage. It was just me and Slardar, and that's it. And it took a lot of work. So they were complaining about my lane, but their lane was already not going super well. Because he had a Vanguard. I mean, I know Pudge did roam down, but I warned every time, you know what I mean? And that would have been the case whether he was winning or losing. And we can see in the net worth that we had a little advantage, they had advantage, we had a big advantage, and we threw it. We threw this game. We had this, we should have pushed. As soon as we got the big advantage right around here, then we should have pushed. Because that's when I got my... I had a data list of 30 minutes, and I think that's what we're looking at in the net worth. Yeah, this is when we should have pushed. We should have pushed, and made it work. We could have, and we didn't. I'm not blaming anybody for that. I'm just saying that's probably, in hindsight, the best thing we could have done. Player net worth. I started off in the middle. I never really went that far down. I know I died a couple times, but it didn't really affect my net worth a lot. I don't know how, but I farmed in the jungle, I made it work, and I went up to almost the highest net worth until the very end. I'd like to note that. Pudge, on the other hand, I mean, for a little while he had the highest net worth, but he middled out real quick, because like people were so concerned. It's like, he's not really doing that well. Like, he had some levels for a little while, and that's all. It wasn't good that I gave him money, but he still didn't get anything real until he had a 12-minute blink dagger. That's a fast blink dagger, but it's not unrealistic. Like he had tranquils. That's what he walked around with. He was walking around with tranquils when they were already complaining. So you have to be aware. Like it's not, don't overblow things. You know what I mean? The anti-mage had a Vanguard by 12. You know what I mean? Like that's also scary. And that definitely wasn't just because of Pudge roaming around. They had a good early game. The problem was that when it came to the late game, they just had better items. You know what I mean? Like anti-mage already has an Ags. Sand King has an Ags. I think, you know, Faceless Void had quite a few like mobility items, nothing too scary. Sniper had a bunch of right-click items, you know, and it wasn't like anybody did anything too bad. It's just the picks didn't work out, and that's kind of what you expect as the game really progresses towards its end. I will defend though that despite my poor early game, I made it back. I made us come back. I did a lot of damage. I got a lot of gold. I farmed correctly. I handled it the way I should have, and I ended up with a good score. And unfortunately, just at that point, it was too late. So I guess you could say that since the game had to go that long because I had to catch up, that might be one of the factors. I guess I own that. But overall, it was just a bad picks. We didn't need an IO at all. We needed more. We didn't actually even need more stuns, but more stuns or slows would have been nice. Somebody who could do better damage. I was not really a big damage dealer in general. That would have been nice, just so we could last throughout the middle game better. I don't think he was right for us late game, but you know, it is what it is. We did generally well today. You know, factoring in what happened, we gained 50 MMR today. That's big. You know, 50 MMR. That's great. You know, normally we've been balancing out for the most part, so we gained today. I'm very happy about it. So this video has gone on long enough because you know the game lasted forever. I'm gonna end it here. I appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate all you guys who are watching live on Twitch. If you aren't doing that, please do. You can participate in the discussion. Obviously, you guys saw everything anybody says gets, you know, put into the Twitch feed, so that's cool. You know what I mean? You get recognized as being somebody who, you know, watches it live. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching yet again.